Because when you did, by doing this, it's not just about even your lineage. This goes on, this affects everybody everywhere. And I mean everywhere, all dimensions. You know, we don't realize what a big effect we have on everybody, you know what I mean? Like, we affect whether you know, realize it or not, we affect everybody. Let's get you an angel number and close here. So you have released the karma of your lineage. You have been committed to this path.
What are they doing? I hate new stuff. Unless I pick out exactly what I want. Like, why would it be going back here? I want it to go where I wanted it to go. Damn, 717. What the hell?
What if 2026 was the year that you bought back your time? Think about all the hours you waste on repetitive tasks.
Incidents. This mess.
There are people that just do dumb stuff. And then here's a picture of Trump. I don't understand what's going on in that genre of them. And I can't even say Trump all over the place, because hell, I be all over the place. But that's what people think. I'm looking for what I'm looking for, to be honest with you. Okay. People just wicked. Where is all the stuff that... Oh my goodness. What? This not this man talking about who is God. Now, I don't know what it is with me and this guy. What is this man's name? Pastor Gino Jennings. He's with versus Nation of Islam. He's saying, why is they talking about God?
Brothers like me, you have to use righteous intelligence. When you describing something, when you say mighty, you talking about something physical. Almighty. You know what I'm saying? Only a man can be almighty. It was a man that put these things together. But I don't know nothing outside of man that did anything other than what man did.
You with him? Just a minute, brother. Just a minute. You with him? Of course. Now, hold it. What mosque you said you represent?
I didn't say I represent any mosque. I said I'm not here to represent.
Okay, what imam do you represent, if any?
I'm a registered believer of the Honorable Salvus Muhammad.
All right. Let us see who's responsible for children getting here.
In Genesis chapter 30,
Listen.
and begin reading at the first verse.
You see, you can't tell me nothing, get away with it without it being written.
Amen.
It is written for
Oh.
That's right.
Listen.
Genesis.
Oh, okay. I see what he is. He the white man. That's why he got a name like Gino. This pastor is the white man. So this pastor, Pastor Gino, I'm going to have... I can't, man. Why I can't sit down? Y'all better know the reason why I'm not sitting down, because they don't want me to hit this goddamn... Pastor. You got to back up, Pastor. And I liked you for one moment, so I'm wondering if you one of them people where I have to split the deck on you. I got to decide if I'm going to cut the cards this time or I'm going to just run them. Just run them. Because to me, I'm listening to this pastor, and first of all, you're not even funny anymore. It looks like you're trying to be tamed off the deepness of your voice. It seems like that's what this pastor is doing. Like, I'm kind of confused. Wait a minute. I don't even got my stylus pen. I'm telling y'all, I'm so damn lost until... This pastor, if you ask me, Pastor Gino Jennings, you a white man. You come in here disguised like Oprah. You telling me if it ain't written. So that tell me right there that you ain't never get past Jesus. Because Jesus was written. Jesus was seen before. Jesus was touched. Jesus was a man, because y'all knew that. I don't know how many of y'all looked up under Jesus' dress, because ain't nobody told me who Jesus' husband was. So God sent you who you seen, because how many what they birthed Jesus, what they did? Oh yeah, they brought Jesus back to earth. Okay, so we could prove that he died on the cross, and they brought the man back that's on the cross, and that's our Jesus. That's Jesus' Father, Son, because everything went in that direction. Everything came from Jesus' Father. Everything came from Jesus' Daddy. Everything came from Jesus' uncle. But that was Jesus' Father. And that's the only side of it that you see because it was written. And right there is where he and I will have a difference. Because it's not everything that's written. And it ain't everything that can be touched. Because I want to see you punch win. But you know you breathing off of something. I want to see you kick down a tree. Because you know you feeling on something. But we got trees that's been here so long, you wouldn't know how that feeling is to grow. And it ain't nobody on this earth can tell us how a tree grow. Especially when the tree holding up the roots from y'all stank asses that don't even give it respect. And I'm a Capricorn. So I sit somewhere near Jesus. Jesus started December. I end January. I'm still up over you. What street was Jesus born on? Because I was born on Ezekiel Avenue in your Bible. Where was my granddaddy at? I don't know. I can't find him. He the book of Enoch. That ain't in your Bible. So I want to ask Pastor, how do you feel about the book of Enoch? It ain't written. Tell me about the book of Enoch, Pastor. See, I don't like to get into stupid, simple things like that, because when you get into things like that with people like that, you don't get nowhere with them. They stay in the green. They stay in the green. I don't know what's wrong with Pastor, but Pastor must be a figment of Oprah. Because if you anything like Oprah, Pastor, me and your wife ain't going to get along. Well, she going to come out and start telling us the truth about how she really have to deal with you and the things that you're coming out preaching and spewing out your mouth. Do you really live in such a fashion? Because when I look at the pastor of my mama church, Jesus House of Worship, he lived by the words he spew out. Thank you so much. I'm going to put that on a fist today. That gave me a fist sign just then. Thank you. The pastor at Jesus House of Worship, Lawrence Green. Lawrence Green show you that he lived by his words of, I slap you. B-I-T-C-H. The Bible says you are B-I-T-C-H. It's written in the Bible. It seems like you're spewing out those same type of innuendos and that same type of behavior. But my problem is I want to know what type of women do you have in your church house that's listening to you degrade them, degrade them, berate them, barrade them. You are mistreating and abusing the women in your own church house. Or are you but predominantly men? I'm not sure, because I would like to see more of him and his pastoring in his own church. Let me change this and flip this up. Because when he said, this Pastor Gino just said that if it's not in the Bible, and he just said if it's not written, then it's not true. So if you telling me if it's not written, then it's not true. If it's not written, then it's not true. So I just want to ask him, Lilith written. Go back to the Bible, Pastor. Lilith is written. But Beaks that Lilith only in the Bible, what? A couple of times, ye say? Couple times in your big man Bible. And then a lot of times, And then a lot of times over there in them other people Bible. So you telling me it's not written in the book of the Bible that Lilith ever came back. Because it's not written in the book. Even though over there in their book, it's written. Now, mind you now, I'm sitting in the middle of all of this. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I'm sitting in the middle of Lilith real over there. The book of man in our America say Lilith came, but she wasn't no big deal. She got tossed out. Whatever happened to her, she went to hell and ain't nobody gone with her. Now, I'm tossed up in the middle. Now, tell me why am I in the middle? Why would I get put in the middle of stuff I ain't got nothing to do with? I'm in the middle of little Lilith. Now, I know I'm Lilith, and I know I'm sitting over there, and they say Lilith real. They got their own speculation of Lilith, too. And then you got this one over here that said if it ain't written in the Bible, it ain't true. But I know I'm about to raise some hell. And I don't know what part of Lilith they done met before. I don't know what part of Lilith they done heard about before. But the Lilith I know like fires everywhere they goddamn go. Because people get mad with them for no damn reason. So I want to know which part of this in the book of the Bible do Dino, Mr. Gino, what is his last name? Jennings believe in. Do you believe in Lilith or you don't? Do you believe in the book of Enoch or you don't? I want to put just those two factors on the board for him. Because see, a pastor like that, you got to take that type of pastor back to the front door. You can't go all in the woods too deep because you got to guide him in the way he need to be guided in because he ain't got no training. See, this them type of people I like to go behind. Because I'm trying to understand who this man, y'all. Who this man, Harpo? Wait a minute, let me go back. I didn't understand what the hell going on. I'm like, why all of a sudden I have this pastor that keep coming up in my face. And I'm saying to myself, so if you believe it like that, so is you one of them pastors that believe in multiple wives? Kool-Aid, not a sponsor of them either. I got it just right. Recuse yourself. I'm your graveyard threat pastor. Because you ain't going to be around here, Pastor Gino Jennings, disparaging women like that, berating us around and talking about us. Because before, see, at one point I would say, I don't want to talk to your wife. But it might make sense to talk to your wife over you. Because I'm sure sitting down with you, you don't know how to keep still and not talk. Or you don't know how to let somebody take the floor because you think getting up in people's face talking real loud is what made you get your point across. And it didn't, especially when you don't let nobody else talk. Then you throwing things out there. Everything you sound like Charlie Kirk. I'm going to say, okay, Charlie Kirk. Y'all need to start calling Pastor Gino Jennings. Just call him, okay, Charlie Kirk. Let me put that in there. Recuse yourself. Okay, Charlie Kirk. Now, mind you, if y'all notice, ain't nobody paying Charlie Kirk no attention no more. They don't want to talk about Tyler Robinson. Ooh. Gino Jennings. That's a hellified name. Ooh. Let me get some of this out of there so we can get some work done. Don't make me take it all down. Damn, they're gonna make me take it all down. Look at this. I had to take it all down. Okay. Take that out of there. I can't believe this pastor. Oh, take that out of there. Oh. Take that out of there. I need to put them together. I need to put, okay, Charlie Kirk. Every time I see him, I'm going to say, okay, Charlie Kirk. Listen to Charlie Kirk. He got to look down when he talking. Somebody read that. Somebody read that book for me. Somebody. I'm like, you can't read it your damn self? Read it yourself. Somebody read it for me. And then you want to get all up in your face. with his permanently marked on, is something permanently marked on. I don't know if it's the eyebrows. Maybe he just got some thick brows. And then I'm looking and I want to know, Pastor Jennings, I want to know, is your wife Black America? Period. I just want to know, Pastor Jennings, is your wife Black America? Period. Let me put that there for him. Is Pastor Jennings' wife? Get on out of here. You're making too much noise. I'm trying to talk to the pastor right now. Me and him never had a one-on-one. This is the way I had to meet Pastor Jennings. It has nothing to do with me. Anybody coming in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Pastor Jennings said that women ain't supposed to be pastoring. Pastor Jennings said that women that wear makeup, women that wear this, women that wear that, women that wear this, because ain't nobody in his house so bet not be wearing no high heels, or they are whores too. Because he said if you wear any of the above, you're considered a whore. You have a certain name for yourself, and that's per the Bible. Now, this is what Pastor Gino Jennings said to one of the other men. I forgot what country he was from. Might have been Africa, somewhere over in the, I know he was from somewhere over in the diaspora. And see, let me tell y'all, now I'm going to be honest with you. If I said over there from across the water, it going to be your ass if you get mad about that. Like, that ain't my concern. I'm going to be honest with you, because when you talk to my people around here, the people that I sit down and I used to have a conversation with, wasn't many, but we might say, who, where they at from across the water? So if I say cross the water, that means you need to get to know my Black America. I don't need to get to know you. Now you can know y'all know. We don't know who y'all are. That's why we say cross the water. Y'all say diaspora. And from here, we say cross the water. I don't give a damn what y'all learned on YouTube. I don't care what you learn across social media. I ain't from social media. So I'm going to call your ass what I'm used to calling your ass. So now, the man that was talking to the doctor, talking to Gino Jennings, the pastor, the one who's incredibly rude and trying to do it in an undercover, slick way, like the chief of police in DRA. I'm going to compare them two coons together. Yeah, pastor, because you're not going to be around here putting your foot on women's neck like that. Especially if y'all get mad when y'all find a woman's channel. Oh, they always bashing men. They bashing men. Well, goddamn it, let me let y'all listen to what I just heard. Women not around here just talking about y'all, man. A lot of y'all just don't want to see women come up, especially not black women. Why you think you got people like Tina Knowles, Mr. Corey-ass Hawkeye? All he do is bash women. Black women. They making money off of us. But none of us, y'all making money off of us. But I want to know, why y'all making money off of us, but y'all ain't giving us no cut, Tyler Perry? Y'all women in the chats with these men, and y'all chatting it up for them. Half of them bots in there anyway, but y'all in there supporting them. Y'all need to start a class action lawsuit. If y'all in there in their comments and they making money off of you like that, you need to shoot for your portion of your cut of it. How about that? You goddamn right. You'll start getting some respect around here. Because I'm going to put that pen to paper on their ass. Why? Because I know I think deeper than they. It's written. It's written. Well, if it's written, did you have a comma right there when it meant this? Did you have a decimal right there when it said that? I'm going to fight for the smallest of the petty, like it or not. I don't know who this pastor is, but you very disrespectful to women. And you need to stop going around here telling me about the book of the Bible that a man finger, movement, and signature put there. So whether it's written in the Bible or not, somebody wrote in the Bible about God. That was another man that wrote that, right? Because you sure it wasn't no woman that wrote that? Y'all don't know who wrote what. Y'all just reading from the book. And ain't nothing wrong with reading from the book. But your life ain't just orchestrated around the book. Your life is not just orchestrated around what's written. Because my life was written. But where's the book at that got my life in it? But it'll be me writing my book. It'll be me. I'm telling my story. And fortunately, you're watching it. So I want to know, who is this pastor to even be insulting God like that? See, I like to ask questions simple, because the reason why I'm asking those simple questions like that, because when would God or when would Jesus give you a mind not to think outside of a book? So you are closed in Charlie Kirk bookhead. So what happens if you got to go and live in the woods? Because if you can live in the woods, I wonder if you still be talking about the book then. And are you living in the woods? I would like to know a little bit more. Now I got to be paying attention to Pastor Jennings, because I feel like Pastor Jennings around here giving the scriptures that he shouldn't be giving, because he one of them pastors that tell one part of the book, but he don't tell the other part of the book. Because what about the book of Matthew? When I remember the book of Matthew said, don't change my words. So I want to know why you changing the words of Matthew's. Or you don't really know the good book. I'm just talking about one part of Matthew's. Don't change my words. And clearly you changing words. Clearly you're changing words. You're clearly changing words because you want things to go your way. And you think that you're going to hold women down. But I would like to know a little bit about your daughters. I want to make sure your daughters don't wear high heels. I want to make sure your daughters don't have on no hair weave. I want to make sure your daughters don't wear no makeup. I want to make sure that your daughters are living such a righteous life where you feel like every time you have a conversation, it got to be about a woman being beneath a man and not giving them the floor. Because if the only thing that you get to do is go to church and spew your word out, then you ain't doing much for me to even treat you like a man. I want to know what all you do in your house. So that makes you a man when you go in your house and just all the bills paid. That makes you a man. No woman can take the mic. I can go so far into this. It's just disrespectful. And y'all can say what y'all want to say. It's very disrespectful to hear a black man speak like that. And he's supposed to be preaching and teaching a congregation of men and women. But he could never teach. Thank you. He could never teach a woman how to truly be a woman. See, because I can say that my daddy raised me from the days that I can remember, but I can also tell you the bits and pieces of me remembering my mom, because my mom and dad was married and together when I was born. And I can tell you that at the end of the day, when it was time for me to get my monthly, my daddy couldn't help me. I had to go back to a woman. And my daddy was raised by a woman. And the woman that raised my daddy, she was only about 4 foot something. And my daddy way over 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", something like that. So the point that I'm making is to hear a pastor stand before anyone and say if a woman wear makeup, they got hair weave, they got this, they are whores. I never would think I would hear a pastor say that. And then so many men standing in agreement with that. But these the same men that get caught up with other men. But these the same men that like to go out and buy and sell prostitutes. Remember them same Christians in the book that like men? I mean, where y'all think homosexuality came from? Let's keep it real. And y'all can say what y'all want to say. Y'all go and listen to them white men. Them white men complaint ain't the same complaint that y'all black men have. And this pastor complaining about women, I wonder if this pastor can give us a little bit of education about his mom. Or maybe we need a little bit of education about his wife's mom. Because, see, I like to trace that trail back. And to trace that trail back from whoever Pastor Jennings is, and think that you're going to be around here degrading and disparaging women, especially black America. You could cancel that and your whole congregation. If you want to keep the mic because you think you're talking louder than someone, then you keep the mic. If you want to keep yelling in people's face because I know you're spitting because you got them type of lips on you. Keep doing it, but please, when I come around, please back up. Like, stay in your podium, and I'm going to stay on mine. If you think it's okay to say if a woman wear makeup, hair weave, frontals, glue backs, snap-ons, clips, and such. High heels, your daughters better not have on none. All of this. How could you as a pastor call them whores? Pastor Jennings, you have lost your everlasting Kalex backhead. And then I'm looking at Pastor Jennings anyway, and I'm saying to myself, something is off. Because I'm saying to myself, Pastor, you better not have nothing permanently sprayed or marked on you, because you got some black ass eyebrows, got a black ass mustache, and I want to know how old you is, because if you around here goddamn it looking like the other side of Botox, I'm gonna have a problem with that too, Pastor. So I want you to cut it, Pastor. You cutting up on the wrong side of town, Pastor. I want you to get up in here and I want you to do right. I want you to get in here, Pastor, and I don't want you to talk like this no more. I want you to get your ass up in here, Pastor, and I want you to learn how to treat women with respect, starting with Black America. I want you to get your ass up in here, Pastor, and I want you to put the mic down, because guess what? You got a sore throat today. Somebody else needs to speak. I want you, Pastor Jennings, to find a way to take your conversation back and see if we can gear it. Or, Pastor, I want you to find a way to let us know what you really stand for. Because right now, I'm looking at you, Pastor. It look like you got people on with you. But guess what? You at a door right now where we stop people like you and O for free. We put y'all back. Get back. We woke. Get back, Pastor. Get back, Pastor. Now you could. I'm okay with you, long as you see the stones that you throw, Pastor Jennings. I don't like those particular stones, because Black America work hard. Black America work hard. And see, when you talk about wearing makeup and stuff like that, and you lump us in that type of bowl, you kind of hit me at home, because my daughter will wear makeup. Not like that, not every day, but she wear makeup when she want to. And she wear lashes and stuff. And when you lump, you put everybody in that boat. And I already told you what was the demise of Jesus' house of worship. And then a broke down back of women that didn't know how to stand strong enough to keep the building going, and you boot the one man out. Because at Jesus' house of worship up there in Boynton, it was too many women for one man to steal a whole house like that. And sometimes it takes for that newfound woman, that woman that was lost but never gone, to come back and change what was already written. And whatever fight I had to go through, whatever struggle I had to go through, whatever doors I had to knock down, whatever beat downs I had to take, whatever people talking about me behind my back I had to deal with, whatever invites I never got invited to, whatever lies that was told on me. Know they lying. They know they lying. Guarantee you whatever they said they want to say it in front of me. Ask them. Tell them to say it in front of me. If it was that serious about me, say it in my face, because they lying. I took all of that. Even today, I'm taking it. But what I'm going to stop is people like that pastor that's on a bigger level, because your mission could be collecting weak women that will sit back and allow you to disparage them while they still give you tithing. And then now they got their husband in it. I don't know if you trying to start one of them. What them little things is where you get all them people together. These the type of people they discipling. These the type of people they trying to collect. These try, you know, he doing it on that black side, but he trying to do it on a slick way and use the Bible as your crutch, the way my mother did. My mom let the Bible crutch her down because she forgot That's the book of the man. But the book of the man ain't the only plan. She forgot when you get with Jesus, Jesus is supposed to open the door. Because if you taking me to your father, book of man, I want to know why I'm still talking to you right now. Because if I can't get to your father without going through the son, I'm with your father right now. Let me talk to my daddy, please. So, pastor, you cock blocking. You cock blocking to keep the people in the house of your Jesus, your Christianity, your religion, your book. But a book isn't the only thing that run our world. Why you think you breathe? Your book isn't the only thing that run our world. Why you think God is your man? But your book was very clear about Mother Nature. Now I want to know, did your book tell you how Mother Nature will lift the roots off the earth? Get back. Sit your book down. And you're going to have to find your soul somewhere, buddy, because you're still talking about a heartbeat. Man, do you not know how I feel to live on the earth and feel like you got nothing? What gives a woman that has lost it all just to gain the world? Man, y'all better, you better back up. Let me not get mad. Let me get my sage on their ass. They don't know nothing about that, boy, because they steady begging for sick in the share money. Don't give nothing back. Got these women around here agreeing with this pastor. How you got y'all agreeing with this? No, God. And then I'm saying to myself, they must ain't found God for real. Because if they found God for real, you ain't going to tell me none of this is because the book said it. So the book was written. So how did the book tell you to breathe? Just go in and out. The book told you that. Oh, okay. So the book studying the body. What did the book tell you about souls? Because I ain't seen a soul yet. I have not seen a soul. I don't give a damn who tell it to you. I have not seen a soul. And then talking to this pastor, I guarantee you, see, I told y'all for real, I really don't like talking to the women. And y'all know I got my reasons why. And then here recently, just like what's going on with my graveyard, it really opened up my doors. I'm like, nah, I see this. I see it now. A woman to cross you in a minute, man. You give them a tap of power, they gonna cross your ass like a domino piece. I ain't joking, and then all of them fall. Because what happened when I looked at this thing, when I look back at it again, and I seen that the care really wasn't there, and that you can be someone like Sam. This man is, I'm getting off the subject for a second because it's going back to these women that be following these men, and they know these men be wrong. And I'm not going to sit back and let no pastor start running his way through social media, because that's what he doing. Now he running through social media, gathering goddamn fans and stuff like that. He going to gather them same goddamn women, them same women that's following Woo Lady. Them same women, see the women following the weak men. The weak men that want to be strong because he think the weak women following, and this what this woman want to do. And she knows she don't need no makeup on. But yet and still he's tricking. Know how he tricking? Because Woo Lady teaching their ass over there how to trick him out the goddamn church pocket. I don't want to talk about it. Didn't I just have my sage? This got to be a cotton picking joke. I don't know who this pastor think he is. When I look at the lady, when we was at the meeting, and I seen that there was no rebuttal other than, I'm talking about Angela Burns. When there was no rebuttal other than, who are you supposed to get out there and do this? That was a very good thing because he was already working on the tombs. Because remember, we went out there the morning of 7/15, and they had already been scraping the tombs, getting all the black mold off. Because remember, I haven't been there. Once I seen the setup, I seen the setup. So because I seen the setup, some say, set your ass back. That's when it's time for you to set back. And that's what I did. And I say, the meeting coming up. I get over there to the meeting. This man came with a presentation. The way the city attorney too, and the city manager, the way they sat back. And you could tell them city manager, he was in an uproar. He was in such an uproar. He wanted to start crying about the 4th of July festivities. Because this didn't pop right. That's what y'all worried about? We talking about the grounds out there. We talking about the soil out there. We talking about the fungus out there. You mean to tell me he put the meeting together for a month later, and this man came out there and the only presentation that he gave us was a look that we don't see other than in the white land? So first of all, I think that's bad too. Okay. Next of all, what the commissioner was asking for is not what they were presenting to her. Because if she came up as the people at the last meeting and this is what she asked for, God damn it, that is what I put my foot back down to. So you came in the meeting and you didn't give none of my, all the questions that I asked for. You came back in the meeting and gave me what you wanted to give me? Oh, hell no. God damn it. Man, that's write that ass up. Now that's a whole new meeting. Because you got to stretch their assholes back from the beginning. Sometimes you got to take them out the book. So I don't want, no. I don't give a damn. I could be at the table with guys. You could put me to the table with 15 of y'all. God damn it, if what y'all saying don't make sense, fire me off the board. But we ain't doing this one right here, especially if it's about the people, and I am the people. And y'all better remember this. I'm fighting the graveyard souls. I'm fighting for somebody nobody see. Y'all are somebody, and they nobody. And look what my fight is. My fight is the graveyard. It might not be nobody in there, but I'm still fighting. Because when somebody leave off this earth, they buried out there. And you tell me you got a month and this is what you prepared and this is what you present to me? We got a problem. And it goes deeper than that. Y'all give me a couple of days. We got a bigger problem. Ain't no sense in spewing that one. Hold on. They done messed around and lost their damn mind. And you can watch this on YouTube. It said Delray Beach Watch on YouTube. It's www.youtube.com. Oh, damn it. It's at City of Delray Beach, Florida Streams. I got to make sure that I start posting this. don't know who this Pastor Jennings think he is, but I could tell you this. Pastor Jennings is teaching and spreading the word, and that's the same thing that's going on in my city. Preaching, spreading the word, and then I guess the woman not supposed to get the mic. So in my town, preaching, spreading the word is the mayor, Tom Carney, but yet being named in a $600 million Ponzi scheme, but yet knows what he needed to know about the graveyard, because this didn't just start, but yet sat back there and got a black woman sitting next to him. Oh yeah, Commissioner Burns, you go ahead and speak. You know, you're my favorite. But yet, when she did speak and she said what she wanted and the questions that were being asked, but yet, if she your favorite, I want to know, why didn't you intervene and interrupt? Or were you not taking notes? Were you not paying attention? Or did you not want to hear? Because if you were paying attention, you were taking notes, you would see the questions that she was asking were not answered. So is she really your favorite? Or is she only your favorite when you can use her to get the black votes because you don't think black people don't give a damn? And is she reporting back to you that black people don't give a damn because y'all really think I'm by myself? See, because the circle that I'm trying to bend here to make you understand that I'm not in your circle, I'm in a square. I got other triangles that I can go and make do for me. Because when she asked those questions, she have yet to get those answers. What type of respect did she get back? And why was her voice not heard? And on top of that, I want to know, why didn't she express that her voice wasn't heard? See, I'm not going to play those games and they ass. But this the same pastor that said it's not written for a woman to have a voice. And I'm looking at the city of Delray, and it seems the city of Delray following the same book, because you not, as a woman, not supposed to have a voice. Because if a woman in Delray is supposed to have a voice, just like the pastor got a voice, I want to understand, why was Commissioner Angela Burns' voice not heard? At the last meeting, when these were the things that she was asking for, why was those requests not met? And then I want to ask her, why didn't she stand up for that? Why didn't she say anything to that? I mean, because we the people sitting out there voicing what goes on to the city commissioner. And when we take our requests back, we want to hear those back on the table. Those were the answers we were looking for, and those answers were not given. And I want to know, at what point do we get the answers answered? And when you hear them giving answers and your eyes are not deceiving you, when do you stop and say, where did you get those answers from? Because now we got a bigger problem. And again, Pastor Jennings said, women not allowed to preach. But Pastor Jennings also said that in the Bible, it tell you a man not supposed to be with a man. So I want to know, in the house of God, why is it only man to man in there? Are y'all telling us something on the other side? So if Pastor Jennings saying that a woman is not allowed to preach because that's what the Bible say, that's a lawsuit. And if there's any women in Pastor Jennings' church that feel like that's not right, like the same way those ladies feel over at that church where Kamala Harris is at, y'all need to file a lawsuit, because that's a violation of your rights, even in the church. Because that Bible should not stop a woman from speaking. And so for Pastor Jennings to say that a woman not allowed to preach, because that's what the Bible say. I don't know where Pastor Jennings is at, but I know the ladies over there in California, San Francisco, at the church with Amos Brown, president of NAACP. I'm going to have a sit-down conversation about that. And that's where you got to start looking up those bylaws when it comes to stuff like that with the churches, because it seems as though we need to start getting we need to get some more strenuous rules with these churches. Because when I look at my mom's church, when I look at Jesus' house of worship, there's no one man that should be the king of my mama throne, of my mama land. There's no man that should be able to go there and lock the doors on there like he Joe Brown. God damn it, this ain't lean on me. You done locked the goddamn doors. You done boarded up the goddamn windows, and you got your goddamn cars back then on the land. That's not what the church house is for. I want the doors open. I want the lock removed. Since pastor say you can't do this and pastor say you can't do that, but goddamn it, I'm gonna show pastor how you run a household. And that's a household. W-H-O-L-E. In whole. See the earth? Disrespectful tongue. Damn, that man disrespectful. The more I think about this pastor, you disrespectful. And if I was sitting down at my desk, y'all would know just how disrespectful I think he is.
This is chapter 30 and at verse 1. And when Rachel saw that she bare Jacob no children.
When Rachel saw she did not bear Jacob no children.
Rachel envied her sister.
Not that they wasn't trying.
That's right. That's right.
They were trying.
That's right.
And she was jealous of her sister.
Rachel envied her sister.
Rachel envied her sister.
And said unto Jacob.
And said to her husband Jacob,
give me children.
Give me children.
Or else I die.
Or else I'm going to die.
And Jacob's anger was kindled against Rachel.
Anger was kindled against Rachel.
And he said.
Am
I in God's stead?
Am God's stead?
Who hath withheld from thee?
God hath withheld from thee
the fruit of the womb.
The fruit of the womb. God put it here.
Still has not verified. What God is he representing?
God Almighty, creator of all things.
Then you telling me about a physical God. When you say mighty, you're talking about something.
I said God Almighty.
And I'm trying to understand what you're saying to me.
I'm talking about the God that made this planet that you're standing on.
Right. You don't have that knowledge. You can't comprehend his knowledge. That's right. How you gonna comprehend his knowledge? You wasn't even there. You wasn't there.
God didn't make the heavens and the earth?
Well, pardon me.
God didn't make the heavens and the earth?
Yes, he did.
Are you on the earth?
Yes.
Well, I comprehend that.
Okay, well, what I'm saying.
But right there, Pastor, he said God didn't make the heaven and the earth. God did make the heaven and the earth. God did make the heaven and the earth. So you telling me, you know God made the heaven and the earth because you know ain't no other man made it. You know they built on it. But what you also telling me is God made the Bible. And I'm telling you God didn't make the Bible. I'm telling you man made the Bible. So if you believe God, how you gonna tell me if it ain't written, it ain't true? How you gonna tell me that? So right there, you got to take this pivot pointer. You got to take him back to the pivot and point to the point, because you're not going to tell me, did God ain't make heaven and earth? Yes, God did make heaven and earth. Did God make the Bible? No, God did not make the Bible. Did man make the Bible? Yes, God made the Bible. Yeah, okay, so God made the Bible. I'm trying to tell you, God, okay, so which one is it, Pastor? He did or he didn't? And let's talk about that too. God, we already can say God did not make the Bible. Just like God didn't make your building. God made heaven and earth. And then the rest of your materialistic stuff came. So let's start back. See, that's why you take them back to you got to get back in the forest, get back in the woods. What I'm not understanding is, y'all saying everything y'all want to say. But if a man worked so hard If a man did it all, if a man couldn't take a breath because he was making sure house was ran. I'm talking about multiple houses. All the children he got. He was so goddamn tired until who really wrote the book? Because what man had time to write a book back then? The man wrote the book. What hands did y'all confirm as to who truly wrote the Bible? We going back and forth with a Bible. And again, my grandma couldn't read. And neither could my grandma write. So she wasn't in your book of the Bible. And my grandmother adopted my daddy. So I'm trying to understand. And my daddy is an only child. That's why I told you I'm the only granddaughter and daughter. Unless I find out something different when I search that lineage over there in them native woods. That it's a whole swamp that I got to dig in over there. When did the man have time to write the book? The man was too busy. Sometimes being a dirty crook. Sometimes reading a book. Or sometimes listening to who? Maybe wife read the book. Maybe wife write it out while he tell her what to put there. Let's talk about who did it. Who y'all gonna tell me wrote the book? And then I want to talk to the wife that was in there. That I want to know if you in the book when this started getting right. See, all y'all want to talk all that junk time to tell a story. But then when somebody asks, you going too far? God damn it. It's too far is where we should have been from the beginning. Because if we was too far ahead of this story, we wouldn't just have to sit here and listen to one side of the book. This pastor saying if it ain't written, it ain't true. So you telling me the book of Enoch ain't true? You telling me my granddaddy not real? You telling me my granddaddy wasn't lost out there in those woods in the graveyard that I'm looking for? And I bet you one goddamn thing, whether they tell me where he at or not. Right now, he ain't out there, so he's still my granddaddy. He still Enoch. I still ain't never seen him, never met him. But I know one thing. He's in me, and I know he's been taking care of me, him, and my grandmammy. Man, me, I know it from my soul. You can't take it away from me. Because I know the days when my mom or daddy didn't show up for me. And they know it. And I know my God put people in place to keep carrying me on. That's why my grandma was in Carolina. That's why my grandma Sophie was here. That's why I picked up little angels along the way, Miss Alameda. Miss Francis was a half-ass. I want to know why the good book only leads to just the man side of it. And then to hear this pastor searching through the woods, to me, looking for submissive women. But one thing about a submissive woman, we need to get in full detail of what submissive means. Because a submissive woman can be a stern woman too that say no. That's still submissive. So you got to understand in reverse what everything means. Because just because you really, really nice don't just make you submissive. Y'all tell half of the story but don't like to tell the other half. And if this is a disrespect to your pastor, then you need to tell your pastor stop being disrespectful to me. Because you disrespecting Mamie and you disrespecting Enoch. Because respect is due to me. And if I know I'm one of those women that get in the house, but I might have raised a daughter and my daughter want to wear makeup, you ain't going to tell me my daughter is a little whore. Because your daughter better not have on no type of heels. I mean, not even the kittens. And nobody in your mama, nobody in your wife family better not have no hair weave either. Nobody. And then I'm wondering for a pastor like that, because if his wife is that submissive to where she'll be okay listening to her husband tell people in across the water that women wearing makeup and hair weave is whores. But he didn't say it quite like that. But It says it in the Bible, though. So you said it. You ain't saying you didn't say it. It makes no sense. I didn't say it quite like that. But I said it because it's in the Bible. You done switched it up yet again. The man say play the tape. His man went to talk about what they had. You just like Chinese food. Typical white reaction. Just like Oprah Winfrey. Just like Terrence Moore. Just like Mayor Auer. This man a part of a $600 million Ponzi scheme with his brother Peter. Out of New Jersey. He's our mayor in Florida. But he's the one that has neglected and did not want to put the money out in the graveyard to get the graveyard right how it's supposed to be. Because he too busy scamming on the other side. So he never was going to make the right decision. Not about nothing black, not about nothing that's not a big deal, not about nothing that's not in his community. Yet again, another king, yet again, another man. Now the graveyard is full of fungus. Instead of them watching me and taking notes, they thought they was going to watch me and retaliate and harass me. It doesn't work like that. Another man. Then you put your trust. Okay, I've reported this to this one, and I've reported that to that one. I've reported this to the collective, but my reporting isn't important. It's important enough to make people think, oh, we tried. But yet and still, they don't understand why nothing they asked for have come to pass. They still asking for the same things over and over. But yet you see the other communities getting it like that. And I'm not going to get up off the one community in town. And y'all heard the lady said, you are the only one fighting for this graveyard. The only one. And you think I'm going to let a pastor tell me I don't deserve the mic? You think I'm going to let a pastor bar me out of a church that my mama gave up, and she didn't even have a sister that would help her lift up because they was too scared to fight a man, or they didn't know how, or they didn't care. But to sit back and watch her daughter come up and fight for something that even they didn't invite me to. Same people with them non-invites. Point of the matter is, if that's how Pastor Gino Jennings is, I'm looking back and I'm saying to myself, what type of congregation does this man have? Like, what type of women go to his church? So no woman in his church should have hair weave in, or that weave should start itching their ass. I don't want no damn briefing. Who is God? I don't even want to hear that one right now. Who is God? I got to hear a little bit more. And they clapping.
What you comprehend is what you reading out of the scriptures.
How did you get here?
Through a man and a woman.
How did they get here?
Through a man and a woman.
All right, how did they get here? The other ones get here.
The man and a woman.
Who began everything?
I don't have that knowledge. We
And
don't
you-
have that. See, be truthful.
You mean to tell
We
me?
don't have that knowledge.
Are you telling me I have Muslims here now who don't even believe in Allah?
I do believe in Allah. You looking right at him.
There you go. Me.
The messenger said that every black man and child is God, and the white man is the devil.
Are you almighty?
This man's slick. He must be trying to get likes and views. He got to be. He has to be, because his conversations are too lame for me.
We believe God is divine. And it was that divine source that worked in all of his prophets and all of the apostles. So the discussion between myself and the Nation of Islam is God the creator, or was God created? Is God the creator, or was God created, or was God self-made? That is the discussion between us and the Nation of Islam. So we want you to listen attentively as we go and sit down and respectfully have some brief remarks from...
Now here's my thing with that. He say one thing there. Is God the creator? Is God this? Is God that? But he also said, if it ain't written, it didn't happen. See, that's when he contradicting his own words. He just said in another, if it ain't in the book, that mean it ain't real. Now he's sitting down with Islam and he trying to depict it through who God is. God is the creator. God is the divine. God is this. But no, that man shut your ass down when they say God is me. Now, I ain't going to agree. He said God is me and black people is God and white people is devils. Now, I can say they have done devilish things. And they can attest to devilish things. Period. Now, I ain't going to go with the rest of that. I ain't going to say that they're devils. Because my family is biracial as well. But they just been raised on the black side of things. And they don't like the way white people treat them either. Because y'all act like sellouts. Y'all try to talk to us any kind of way. Look at Tom Carney. He's the mayor of Delray. This man over here with a $600 million, he's named in a $600 million Ponzi scheme. He's named as a defendant. He have a law firm, his brother, real estate, all of this stuff. But yet he know for a fact, if he's into real estate, there's no way he won't tell me that something isn't wrong with that land and we needed to do far more work. He's into real estate development and stuff. That's how you know, again, this was intentional. I didn't even realize he was into real estate. If he's into real estate and he's been out there to that land, I want to know, why did he not see that there's something wrong with the ground? And I'm still flabbergasted as to why Angela Burns did not question Sambrella when he came and outright lied in her face. He didn't even really answer nothing that he was supposed to be answering. Nothing. I feel like the only thing she asked him was, who's supposed to be working on the tombs? And the only thing he responded and said, that's kind of expensive. And we're looking for a company. So if it's kind of expensive and we're looking for a company, who was scraping the tombs prior to July 13th? And why was that not presented and answered when she asked the question? You could have said, we already have someone working. We started scraping. You could have said that. And then my thing would have been, well, what are you doing with the remnants? Like where they scraped off the nameplate. They scraped off the nameplate of one of the tombs. It just goes back to, they not there to fight for you. They're there to fight for a title. And once they get it, you just better know at that point right there, it's about a title. But for me, the person on the other side, it's not about a title for me. It's not about a title for me. It's about me fighting for the land and the justice, fighting for the fact that they lost my mammy, fighting for the fact that they lost Enoch. And I'm fighting by myself. And you think a cotton picking ass pastor gonna tell me that I don't get the mic in the house? And that's why I kept trying to tell y'all, when God in the building, you got to remember, God came through the air first. Another pastor that thank God in the building. Let that goddamn building close them walls on your ass. And I want to see if you get God out the building then. I bet your ass want to get out that suffocating ass building then and get you some fresh air. You don't give a damn where that air come from. You don't give a damn if it's polluted. I don't give a damn if Lilith just fought at the back of that goddamn ass. So yes, you want to get out in some fresh air. Get locked in the building and can't breathe. Get locked in the building and have a heart attack if you want to because you can't change things. Get locked in the building. And it seemed like this pastor is locked in the building. I ain't joking. Listen, people scared of the graveyard. The problem with it is, I'm not scared of the graveyard because it's like I went out there really sitting with my grandma and my other grandma, Sophie. So my grandma, Sophie, my grandma, and my mom. I told you I was mad with my mom for a couple of years. And my mom came and got me from that damn casino. Oof. I thought that lady talking about, you want me to show you? I said, yeah, man, my mama done drugged my ass all through the woods. I'm finally coming up from out of that. Y'all think I'm joking. I keep trying to tell y'all. And this pastor think he gonna talk to me any kind of way. That pastor better sit his ass down somewhere because it don't work like that. And I mean, every bit of sit it on down. I'm not joking. Y'all think I'm kidding? You ain't gonna tell me about getting no goddamn mic. That's how come on, like going to their church houses. I'm like, no, you go to jumping up and stuff like that, and you only got to jump up with everybody else. Everybody else hitting you and bumping, and you can't tell how you feel about God while everybody else telling you what they had went through with Jesus. No, I got to tell you how God got me from over there. Because just because you got Jesus, it said, do you want me to show you how to get to the promised land? Somebody came back and got me to show me. My mama showed me what it took to get to the promised land. She showed me. I just thought about my mama showed me. I ain't think about all that. It say, do you want me to show you how to get to the promised land? Jesus is just the start. Now you got to look for the promised land side of it. Then that's where people failing you, because you get in places like that church house, and people want to hold you down. They want to hold you back. They don't want to push you forward. They don't want to help you get to the other side of it, because Jesus don't just stop right there. That's just like saying, okay, unless you telling me Jesus right here, everybody in front of Jesus, all us in the world, your turn, your turn, your turn, you've passed. You met Jesus. You had the Holy Ghost. There's Christ. You read the book. You didn't read the book, but all y'all can still go. I know you can't read. I know you didn't care, but you did what you're supposed to do. You were still being me. You didn't change yourself. You didn't do this. You made commitments. You used to do this, and then you made sure you stopped, because God damn it, you stopped. Yes, that's right. Data. Now you telling me all these people Jesus trying to let through the door, because you done went through the flow now. You telling me to get to the promised land, Jesus turning around helping you. Or Jesus said, now right there, somebody gonna come back and get you. You better be ready. And my mama came back and got me. Because if y'all going off the book of the promised land, who came back to get you? I can tell you who came back and got me. The same mama that had to leave me and that had to let me go in order for me to be here and be able to say that I fought my way to where I'm at. Now I'm sitting on top of the graveyard fighting. Tell me I don't know my story. And I don't got to make it up. And people think they pick on you. Oh, you this, oh, you that. Keep picking. They think it's funny when they lie on you for no reason. Why? It ain't funny, because now you're going to have to back your lie up. Now you're going to have to say when the last time you seen that person. See, me, I'm the type of person, when people come to me telling me stuff, I be like, I ask a little dumb question. Well, when the last time you talked to them? Did you mention that to them? Like, people will do you any kind of way. That's why y'all got to learn to keep going, even through a pastor. You got to learn how to go in that church out and get what you're supposed to get out there. It's a church right over there on Lake Ida. You get up in there, it's a slew of men sitting in a circle. You got to see them with their legs cocked up and the whole time service going. And it's okay. You don't get to see a woman slide across there. You don't get to hear a different voice. It got to be all men. So I guess the pastor saying, I heard another man voice at home. So this is my house. I own the house of man. But how you own the house of man if you pivoting into God's world? You think God so God said the house is supposed to be just yours and all men. Well, if that's the case, you need to go back to the man cave. Kool-Aid. I feel like you need to go back to the man cave. Because the man cave should be that type of entity where you do what you want to do in there, but not the church house. But if y'all got churches where the women okay with not being able to pastor and stuff like that, then so be it. And when I feel like hearing a man run across the road and scream and holler and see if he can get my attention, then I'll go do it. Because when I go into the house of the Lord, I make sure I say, okay, now God, get in there before I get there, please. Because you already know how they going to act. I just want to hear the good word. And something God told me, listen here, right now, you need to stay put. And that's what I've been doing. I've been staying put out of everybody's way. And they still get me. I go back to my graveyard first time in a while. You see how they come out there calling the police, same white man. I said, I can't win for losing. But it's okay. Now they all know who I am. Ooh, that was my car. That was my car. Yeah, she got me too. Not funny. Pastor. I'm appalled. Y'all notice I'm trying to, I feel like, if y'all want me to tell y'all how I really feel, I feel like sometimes, like just listening to these men, sometimes it be like, what is their problem with women for real? And if I ask that pastor that, he'll tell me it's not a problem with women, but women need to stay in their lane. And I want to know what lane is that, because how you get to run a whole house without a woman being there? Unless y'all treating our churches like they're sororities, where you making up your own rules. I need to look into these church rules. Because now y'all going a little too far. Because right there, now you're isolating women. And women are the ones that's working in the church. I'm not saying y'all men ain't working, but I am saying y'all ain't working, because if it's all men running the church, then y'all know how I feel to work in there. And y'all working the women in the church house like that. I want to see the men work in my church. God damn it, I want all male ushers. All of them. I ain't joking. That's where I feel safest. And I feel safe with my women sitting down in the congregation. It is not easy. So I want to know if it's not easy. And there is, at this other church, the church that's on Lake Ida Road, I think men run everything in there. But I know there's a lady that's an usher in there, and then there's men. And it's mostly men. And I know those men can attest that they doing all the work that it takes to keep a woman from being the pastor there. See, I can see that side of it. But these churches that's saying that no woman this, that, and the other, and the women are working in the church, I got a problem with that. Because now you can tell me how it feel for a woman to work at home, work at a job, and come and work at a church, because those are commitments as well. Facilitating the church ain't easy. And that's why I can't understand why Jesus' house of worship is closed down, because Portia did go to church and Portia enjoyed it. My mama even used to cook and sell dinners and fix the dinners and help clean the goddamn place up. And was appreciated up until barely. But nobody see your hard work until they don't get to see it anymore. And you think a pastor, a male pastor, gonna tell me that you don't get the right to have the mic? And you think a male pastor gonna tell me if I wear some makeup, if I wear any kind of makeup. You're telling me that I'm a figment of a whore and a slut? Like, you really telling me that? A woman that wear high heels? That's what a pastor would say? Just like this Pastor Lawrence Green at Jesus House of Worship, my mom's church. Just like this pastor had the galls to say, calling women bitchs. Literally. And says that it's in the Bible. What a dickhead. I mean, he had that hair braided back to the back like a true dickhead. I'm like, what is this man got on his damn head? That it looked like a guy. He had all he needed was a bandana around his head. What's the name of that movie with that lady where she had to beat that man ass once he got shot? The one where that Medea movie where he done took over the whole damn mansion, done brought his white woman in there, same way Pastor did, and done brought his white woman in there. Yeah, I'm talking about Pastor Gino. He done bought him. Look like she a half-breed. Look like she mixed somewhere in that family. Now, they be lying, talking about they ain't got nothing they mixed in. But sometimes the seeds grow like that. But I would like to know a little bit more history. But anywho, hey, that movie where Medea told him, you ain't gonna get this whole house. You could cut this house in half. You damn sure could. And then I would have looked in that half. Because some things on that half probably still mine too. Hell no. Y'all know us as women. We own more than that half. So anywho, hey. What's the man name when the lady was working at the diner and she done got off work, done went from a millionaire of nothing overnight, and now she at the diner. And now the only one that can hit on her is the man with Shamar Moore. I think when he had that goddamn head, I'm like, come on now. And it looked like he had some sort of spray paint on his head. And let me look at this pastor and make sure that this is hell. Because I don't need no pastor around here start no reputation like they Trump with a toupee or not. No. Let me see. This man done been around the world just... I think, honestly, pastor is trying to build a name. I don't know why. I just feel like he trying to get a name. I feel like he trying something. No, I want to find his video here. This one right here called Get Your Bible or Get Out. I showed this one yesterday.
Can you play the tape? Huh? What's your name?
Look how he do.
Jay. Let's go, Jay. Stand up, Jay.
Everybody be quiet.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Vegas
Thank you.
is going to get Bible that
Thank you.
justify women wearing makeup, and Mr. Vegas is going to get Bible that women was here before the word. Can you imagine such a liar?
Women wasn't here before the word.
Such a man who does not know what he's speaking.
If women wasn't here before the word, how y'all gonna say women wasn't here before the word? How you gonna just call that man a liar? Women wasn't here before the word.
Let's see what chapter and verse. Come on, son. You can use this mic if you like. I won't bite you.
You're good.
Come on,
to
son. Get
the
closer,
story
everybody.
of Rebecca. Let's go.
He's not funny to me
funny,
no more.
right? It's funny.
Till they can't laugh no more.
Is this the house of the Lord? So that means we should operate in an orderly. We should operate in an orderly manner.
Just listen at him.
All right.
His reader
All right.
gonna help him.
Let's go. Let's go to Genesis 24, Jay. Let's go to Genesis 24, Jay.
Women wearing makeup.
Let's go to Genesis. Let's go to Genesis 24. First and foremost, Pastor Jennings does not want to play the tape because you are going to hear stuff that is going to disturb you. That's one. So let me paraphrase.
Be quiet.
Let me paraphrase. Pastor Jennings claimed a woman who is wearing jewelry, makeup, nail polish, Recuse.
No, I said that's the way they
Play
look.
the tape. Play the tape.
They look.
Play the tape.
Vegas.
Play the tape.
So if he say that's the way we look, if you play any of that, I wonder what is he insinuating? What would he be insinuating? Oop, oop. You seen all them oops? See how they went to jump across the board? That's how they look. So every time he walk in the room, he see a bunch of whores. Because everywhere you look in the room, I'm sure there's a woman with hair weave. Every time you walk in the room, there's someone with makeup on. Every time you walk in the room, there's someone like me with high heels on. Every time you walk in the room, there's someone like me that like to wear jewelry. And y'all just don't know I'm a jewelry factory. So anytime you look at me and I have on eyeliner and I might wear mascara and lip gloss, you see a whore. See, no matter which way you say it, you did not deny it. And I told you that. You said you didn't say it like that, but you did not deny it. So you're denying saying one thing, but you're admitting saying this. I said you look like it. So you're telling me every time you look at one of us, we look like whores. Because we got on makeup. Or somebody got a frontal. Or somebody got a snap-on wig. Or somebody got a wig with combs in it. Or somebody got a wig with nothing in it. Somebody just wigging. See the lady wigging? Wig on them, girl. Wig, girl. Wig them, girl. Wig them, girl. Wig them, girl. Look at Wig'em. You seen her wig? She got hair weave. So my point is, this coming from a pastor. So there's no women in your church, what, they're not allowed to wear weave? Then are you just talking to be talking? Because it seems like this pastor is contradicting himself. Now this is Pastor Gino Jennings.
Play the tape.
They look.
Play the tape.
Vegas.
Play the tape.
Get the Bible that
Play the tape.
women
Play the tape.
wearing
Play
makeup.
the tape. Play the tape,
We
please.
don't want
He said, get the Bible that justify women wearing makeup. Exactly. Makeup didn't exist then. So why would that be in the Bible? Why would that be in the Bible? It will be in the Bible once things start changing. Now, who's controlling the Bible? So that means to me, you not even reading your own Bible, because if the book of Matthew said, don't change my words, and you're changing the words, what part of the book should I believe? Should I believe the words that are coming out of your mouth, or should I believe the words that are written? Because you don't understand, reading that book of Bible, everybody become contradictory on their own selves, because the Bible can be contradictory. Because the Bible tell me right here in this book right here, to respect your mother and your father. And that's just not the mother and father that birthed you. Let's always remember that. But the Bible also tell me my mother and father shall not provoke thy child. But those ain't up under the same pace. They're not in the same places. So you walk around here as a child being disrespected and not understanding why you're not standing up for yourself. You do got the right to stand up for yourself as long as you do it in a respectful manner. And what y'all try to say is no, when your mom and father start doing you wrong and so forth and so on, you ain't allowed to stand up for yourself, and you are. That's why we have to teach our kids, no, you need to start speaking up, but do it in a respectful manner. But what about those parents that don't have respect? What about those parents that don't listen? What about those parents that are like this pastor right here that's teaching you the wrong way, and they know they are? Because ain't no way he got all them damn daughters and nobody don't speak. Nobody don't wear makeup and high heels and stuff. Do your own daughters look like whores to you? You not have sisters and siblings? Are any of them married? So every woman you see with this on, they look like whores. Your family should be ashamed of what you said.
Play the tape. Play the tape. Play the tape. Play the tape, please.
We don't want your mouth.
Play the tape and then we will address. Play the tape and we will answer your question. Play the tape.
What's your name?
Can we play the tape?
Huh? What's your name?
Can we play the tape? We want to get into the scripture. We want to get into the scripture. We are not running from the scripture. We want to get into the scripture.
He running.
Mr. Vegas. Just
Play the tape.
He running.
Mr. Vegas, your reader is named Steve.
Play the tape.
Steve.
Play the tape. Born from a woman. Born from a woman.
Born from a woman.
Listen.
You hear that? He say, play the tape. Born from a woman. Play the tape. Play the tape. He done went and got a reader. He be deflecting. What is that? He got this type of cult going on? So he got a cult going on where he's rallying men and women supposed to do what he say, be submissive, don't wear no makeup, do this, that, and other. I don't even know, because I really want to know how is his house really being ran.
That Vegas don't have
Can
no
they
Bible.
play the tape?
You are reading for him.
Can they
correct?
play the tape?
Now, I want you to get Bible for Mr. Vegas, where a woman exists before God. And I also want you to get Bible for Vegas, where women can
We
wear
go,
makeup.
Jay.
Would you do
We
that
go
for me?
at our time. God does not deal with favoritism according to
do
your
that?
Bible. Play the tape. Play the tape. What are you ashamed of? What are you ashamed of? Play the tape.
Too. Amen. Come on, Steve.
Play the tape.
Release the Epstein files. Play the tape.
Tape. Now we got order.
Release the Epstein files. Give me the graveyard names.
Play the tape.
All right, we're going to bring this to an end. You know why? This hypocrite know he ain't got no Bible.
This hypocrite knows. All right. This hypocrite knows that I got the Bible to defeat what he said about women. Play the tape.
Take a seat.
Play the tape.
Take a seat. All right, Vegas, take your seat.
He is lying.
Sit him down.
He is a liar.
Sit him
a
down.
deceiver.
Sit him down.
Play the tape.
Sit him down. Sit
Play
him
the tape.
down.
Play the tape. I'm already here.
Sit him
I'm
down.
already here.
Brother Mike.
I'm already here.
Phone
Call
off.
the police if you gotta move me.
Sit him down.
Play the tape.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to hear Bible. I don't want your mouth. I want Bible. He got over social media, all that bad mouth. Now, all of a sudden, he needs to hear the tape. Let's deal with Bible.
In the beginning was the word.
Everybody be quiet. To my viewers, this is the same Mr. Vegas.
What a fraud. That man taxed that ass. Why you didn't play the tape, buddy? You keep telling us about the Bible. So you not of God, you are truly of religion. Because religion is, to me, religion stops. You could have religion in you, because you could take the word religion and also use the word boundaries and still come up with the same definition if you pay attention to what both mean. Because boundaries are what you put up, what you live by, what you stand for, what you're not going to accept, what you're going to do, how you eat. Those are still your boundaries. But when you put the word religion next to it, because the word religion is already written so big, you are allowed to throw your religion, because that's a religion that was created. Catholics created. Muslims created. Those are things that were created, but those were created by man, because in my community, you ain't gonna come in my community and just tell me what you want to tell me and just treat me how you want to treat me. Those are my boundaries, which those can also be my religions. Now that's when we have a problem, when we start only living by the name religion and the name of book. If it's not written, it's not true. But the book you reading don't show Enoch in there. Is it true? It's just things like that. Oh, show me in the Bible where it say makeup. Show me back in that day where makeup existed. That's why I wouldn't be in the Bible. Exactly. Just like all y'all pedophiles out there. Show me in the Bible. Y'all don't never talk about that out the Bible. But the only thing you want to talk about out the Bible is what a woman can't do. But you ain't going to talk about out the Bible. And I heard that he had a couple speeches about men and stuff like that. And them men should stand on business with their ass. If it's good or bad on them. Because I'm standing on business when you talking about women. And that's when me and you have to break bread right there. Or we can't break bread. Either we will break bread on the topic, I'll have to treat him like Trump. I'm TMLT. I'm THLT. Treat him like Trump. Like TMZ. I'm going to have to treat his ass like Trump. I might like you today, but don't try me tomorrow. Try me today, I might like you tomorrow. Like I've heard a couple of messages that he's given, and I could understand those, or probably I needed to listen a little bit more. Because he like a sneaky link. He one of them people, and then he like to deter and distract and move over into a lane where you sitting there like, come on now, you know good and well that's not what we were talking about. Like, I don't like dealing with people like that. And that's exactly what they do. I mean, at the end of the day, we can constantly and always talk about what the book say, what the Bible say, what the words say, what did it say. But then in the same breath, the man say, if it ain't written, it ain't so. But then now you take the Constitution. If it ain't written, it ain't so. Do you compare those two books too? Or because that book written by man too, right? See, let's put the book of the Bible and the book of the Constitution. Which one of them books you trust more? The Constitution or the Bible? Or are you iffy and affy on both on that Constitution? See, because in real life, that Constitution saves you. But in real soul, that Bible saves you. See, you tossed up between the soul and the other side, and right there, you tossed up between the white man and the Constitution. So when you talk about the two, make sure you intertwine what you're talking about, because you ain't going to tell me the book of white man you trust fully, and if it ain't in there, that mean it ain't so. But yet and still, the Constitution that you have agree with, it ain't in there, but is it really so? It ain't in there that they abuse black people, but is it so? It ain't in there that this officer walked up in my face, goddamn it, Troy Bear, officer from Delray, badge, Florida Statute 784.03, Florida Statute 784.011. Is it in a book that he assaulted me, yes or no? But is my granddaddy in the book of the Bible? Is Enoch in there? Yes. Is Ezekiel in there? Yes. Is Capricorn in there? Yes. Who was a Capricorn? Jesus. Who was a Capricorn? Queen. Who was born on Ezekiel? Me. Who granddaddy named Enoch? Mine. What my granddaddy first name? Napoleon. What did I used to call him? Enoch. Is he in the Bible? Not the one you looking at, sir. Is it real? See, we could take you back instead of trying to get all physically. Listen to Charlie Kirk. Another Charlie Kirk. Another Charlie Kirk. Just spewing out anything. Somebody done programmed him. And now he going around like he trying to build a cult. But the cult is also disparaging women. The cult is also belittling women. The cult is also bringing the women in, though. But don't make them, let her wear no makeup and stuff until we decide to introduce makeup to them. And then we'll have our own makeup line. We'll show them how we gonna start making money off them. We'll let us retrain our women. Because that's what the Bible said. But I thought the Bible also showed you a man and a woman in the house. I want to know why you sitting in the house with all men. Because if you sitting in the house with all men, to me, you should have a private club. And those should be under different rules. And I'm going to have to look into all of that. Because y'all getting away, churches. Y'all done got too far away. Y'all better look out. Because y'all already know I'm not playing. I'm coming for you, church house. I'm coming for you because if you think I'm going to sit back and let a Gino Jennings run the church house because that's what he said, the book said, we're going to back that train up. And that's what people don't understand. You got people like the pastor them. They come up in the church and they think because the rules aren't the same for a church, they really think that they're able to just get away with it. But it's also still another form of discrimination. And that's what we need to start understanding. They need boundaries too. Even if their boundaries are under a different schedule. Well, you need to specifically say, and it need to be written. No women are allowed to pastor in your church. Because I'll go around just to sue y'all asses for trying me. Well, you put in the rules why women don't speak. And you show women why they don't have a seat at y'all table. And then it'll be good because a woman like me, I'll open up them type of doors and take y'all little congregation and give away free tickets and fly your little congregation in and give them a hotel to stay. And ask them women, is that what y'all supposed to do? Sit in the house of the Lord and not let God in? How the hell? You damn right you ain't let God in, because if you ain't let me in, then you couldn't have let God in. Because me is Mimi and Enoch. And if you didn't let me in, you didn't let God in. You couldn't have. You couldn't have. You couldn't have. Huh. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun. Dun, dun. Dun. Boom, boom, dun. Dun. Boom, bum. Doom, dum. Boom, bum. Bum, ba, dum, bum, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Bum, ba, dum, boom, 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 boom. Ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Ba-ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Ba-ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-ba-dum, boom, 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 doom. Tap, tap, boom, ba, doom, doom. Boom, 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 doom. Ba, ba, boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba, ba, boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, dum, dum. Ba, boom, dum, 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 doom. Ba, boom, dum, dum. Ba, boom, 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 boom. Ba, ba, boom, dum, dum. Ba, boom, 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 boom. Ba, ba, boom, dum, dum. Ba, boom, 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 boom. Boom, dum, dum. Ba, boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Pa boom 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 boom. Pa pa boom boom boom. Pa boom 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 boom. Pa pa boom boom boom. Pa boom 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 boom. Pa boom boom boom. Pa boom 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 boom. Pa pa boom boom boom. Pa boom 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 boom. Pa 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 boom 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 pa boom 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 pa pa boom 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 pa boom 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 dun 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 pa pa boom dun dun boom 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 pa pa boom dun dun boom 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 pa pa boom 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 dun 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 dun. Thank y'all for flying in today. Seemed like it was gonna be a rocky day. And you know what? You gotta take every little blessing that fly in and just be thankful for it. I ain't joking. Y'all think I'm joking? Wait till I finally sit down and I tell y'all the whole story about, like, not just me fighting, like, the other side. I got recordings of it. Man. Whew. You gonna say, what mama or drag you like that, talking about, do you want me to show you? Like, I wouldn't want my children to go through that. I done got drag. Look. See. I don't be making things up. Look. Walking in front of my car. Look. Now the last one like me, I'm the last one that everybody dropped off. Look. I had to get my own type of attention. Look at switching. Look at the ass just switching. Look. Look. Don't want to hang around nobody. Be like, nah, that ain't for me. Yeah, I don't mess with that. Nah, I go in my own lane. Nah, no thank you. And you like, damn, man. Now all of a sudden, all y'all want to go to my side? And then I be over there like, oh, you know what? I ended up over here. Can't be up, never mind. I used to walk off in a minute. They'll tell you if they wasn't playing spades or had the music, I'll see y'all later. Out of there. I got other things I got to do. Hell no. Sometimes I sit around there. You can't sit around family too long, boy. You sit around their ass longer than 3, 4, 5, 15 minutes. Man, you in the middle of everything. And you like, where they came from? Like, I ain't know nothing about that. I ain't joking. I got stuck up in a lot of stuff. Somebody was telling me. I said, I say, see that? Look at Sissy Maid. I said, Sissy Maid telling the truth. Yeah, she used to call you and talk about you all the time. I'm like, talk about me? Like, damn. You know your people's with me, right? Like, you was okay with them just talking about me? Like, damn. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, well, how do you feel sitting on the phone, letting somebody drag me for over a year, but you ain't never hear me talk about them? Like, how did that make you feel looking back at that today, Sissy Maid? That's what they do. They follow the wrong sisters. That's what they do. I could sit back and tell you the stories, but it ain't even worth it. I say, ain't no sense. It ain't worth it because I ain't had to go to no food stamp party. So guess what? I don't got no extra pounds to lose. What's going on down there? Kool-Aid. Y'all got tired of the pastor. We can't talk about your ass all day. I'm going to close the pastor out and let something else come back to my mind. And that is, pastor, going on and sit down somewhere now because I'm on your ass and you don't even know I'm behind you now, pastor. I'm about to watch your ass for a second. If one more thing get thrown at me about this pastor, I'm going to throw back. I'm throwing it back now because I'm about to throw out my shirts out there for you. Y'all going to have to get this ball rolling. I told y'all I got these links. I ain't got time for you. And I'm only going to be sending out links upon request. Not being funny, keeping it real with you. What else I got to tell y'all? And y'all know y'all better look out because it will be a video reaction coming from this pastor because I don't play like that. What else? Don't come around the corner mess with none of my kids in Florida because I'm going to have a problem with it. The way India I just brought her ass up here. But then I also want to tell my kid, don't forget to reach back. So I want you to understand, young Miami, everybody stood up for your ass. And you just don't know how all the aunties and uncles that been talking about you in their comments. But you notice they didn't get that far in my lane. And that's a good thing. But I also want you to look back and say thank you to people. So I don't give a damn if you gravitate back to social media and specifically thank Luke and thank Trick. Because them the ones that make sure they stand up for the ghetto. Them the ones make sure they stand up for the hood. And sometimes you need hood, rat, ghetto, and senators. That's what make our community go in a circle. So if you down there and you got any kind of platform, unless there is a reason why you are not supporting Luke, then I can understand that. But hey, let us know, because he did stand up for you. And he came off of some sort of platform for your ass. And you already know Trick came off a platform for your ass. So you need to reach back and say thank you. Well, you need to, right now, Luke do need you. So you need to throw one of his commercials in on one of your videos or something. I mean, learn how to give back without speaking. He gave back to you, give back to him. He's trying to be a senator. I need to get more involved in that, because don't forget, we also got, what's the lady name? Angie Nixon. She was just arrested up there in Tallahassee messing around with DeSantis. He gonna arrest the lady because she did get on the bullhorn. She did do some things she wasn't supposed to do, and we already know that. We already know you can get her on that. But what I'm saying is, everybody else that was in that room with her, all y'all need to request for y'all to get y'all misdemeanor ticket to go to court. Because all you gonna do to go to court, if y'all want to stand for her on the other side. Stand for her and say, nope, I stood up and clapped. And when I stood up and clapped, guess what that meant? That meant I was doing the same thing she was doing, making noise to be heard. Because you was clapping to be heard and seen, right? You was clapping to give her standing ovation. Then you need to stand on her side and go. Y'all need to all write a letter to the state attorney and tell them, where's my ticket? Because I was out of order too. But he didn't see me, he must have just heard me. That's how y'all got to stand in solidarity for her. If they're going to prosecute y'all, goddamn it, let them prosecute all y'all. That's how you stand. If you can't beat their ass, I'm telling you, you got to join them from the other side. And Young Miami, again, I'm on you. You can't beat India Irie right now. You really can. But I feel like you need to do something along the line of, if you don't have a problem with Luke, you need to do something as far as putting one of his ads on string him to your video. Make a Miami-style scamming video and link Luke on to it and put Trick at the end. See a Trick put on the end and say, yep, don't look at the stomach, goddammit, you better look at the D. Don't look at the stomach, better look at the D. Don't look at the stomach, look at the D. Look at the D, don't look at the stomach, better look at the D. Dun, 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 dun. You better look at the D. D, 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 D. You better not look at the stomach. Dun, 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 dun. Don't look at the stomach, look at the D. Dun, 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 dun. Don't look at the stomach, look at the D. Dun, 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 dun. Don't look at the stomach, would you look at me? Dun, 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 dun. See, it's ways that you could bring Florida up. It's ways that you could do to let people know that South Florida is back and we ready. So you need to throw something back at Luke. Don't just prance your ass off acting like you the only goddamn one that exists. Bring somebody with you. No, I just wanted to remind her of that. Yeah, because you go to shouting people out and stuff like that, and it's like they forget about you, and that's what our problem was. We forgot to tell our children, God damn it, you didn't see me do that for you, say thank you. That's what I be having to tell Toy, my daughter, you better back your ass up. Girl, you know what I put down to make sure that you got raised right and didn't get beat up by none of these damn officers. You know what I done been through to make sure that your brother don't be attacked and stuff like that. You don't know what I done been through. And y'all show unappreciation to us even on the small side. Y'all better get y'all stinking rank asses together. You too, Young Miami, and I said it. I mean, I don't like the fact that India Irie came and did it like that, but in the same breath, you had the door open where you could have hollered back at Trick or you could have hollered back at Luke. If y'all okay, you should have hollered back. And if you did, send me the video, let me look at it, and I'll see how entertaining it is or it ain't. And then if I got to say sorry, I'll say sorry. If not, because if you did do it, then it should have floated around my damn timeline. Because of this in my community, I don't know why I ain't get it. Unless y'all telling me YouTube steady trying us. Steady trying us, YouTube. Steady not connecting our damn family. Steady doing what you think you're going to get away with, YouTube. We ain't going to have it, YouTube. Y'all must not know I'm in the house. The hell you think I'm here for? Y'all don't know what... Y'all... I told y'all my mama can't... How my mama going to come and get me out the casino and ain't finished the story? At what point you think she gonna drop me back off at the casino? Or y'all think she just done took me away from the casino? Y'all think she done came and put me through hell? I swear for God, I don't want to, but I can't talk about it. I keep trying to tell y'all, man, the last thing I honestly remember, I remember things in, like I remember when that girl had me arrested, man, talk about I hit her, Haitian girl. Couple things done happened, man, over at the courthouse. I think I told y'all about the man blowing all on my neck, and then he did it to my black sheep. Matter of fact, my black sheep down there, she down there had to go to court down there. I'm telling y'all, I got a busy life. My life is so busy, and I'm sitting like this. My socialist civil circle already is on fire. And then to add all of that fire to the rigmarole, you think I'm going to sit back and drag out the nature of this $600 million Ponzi scheme? I don't give a damn if I talk my goddamn voice all the way to Saturn, come back and get my ass and give me a boost. I don't give a damn. I sleep. I told y'all, when I get on your ass, I'm not getting up. Slow down now. I said your ass too. I don't give a damn if you white. Slow your ass down now. Yes, slow down. See what I mean? You running. Look at look. See, I had to help him out. Just then told him to slow his ass down. I don't get off your ass until the next situation come up. Y'all already knew this. Y'all already understood that. Y'all already comprehended that. Y'all already fathomed that. Y'all already knew that. Now you think I got time to play games with y'all? Y'all know how many products out there I got to push? Y'all think I'm joking. I don't think y'all understand. Y'all don't understand what I got on the line riding just for me. And with me come y'all. You don't think I got people that come here? I don't give a damn if I come here and cry. You don't think I got a couple people that come here and just watch me cry? Whether they picking on me because it's some that's crying, goddamn it, because they going through what I'm going through, if not worse. Because most of the way I'm at right now, most of the people that's probably watching me right now are people that say, man, this door got to open. I guarantee you that's the piece where I'm at in my life now, because the other people that don't understand where I'm at, they ain't gonna sit long because they don't understand where I'm at right now. Like when you come out of everything like this pastor, oh, wearing makeup, wearing this, wearing that. So now that I don't have the makeup that you're referencing, now that I don't have the jewelry and stuff on that you're referencing to, now I come all me real reality. This is what you get, goddamn it. This is what you got. I'm fighting for the cause of my graveyard. I'm fighting for the cause of things in my life. You telling me I don't get the mic, and I done came out of all the uniforms. And I guarantee you the people that know me, and they see me like this, I put my soul on it. They're going to say, yeah, she done changed. I'm telling you. Because when you get out of you and you see and you know for a fact, and you know for a fact that nobody, you know you can't be stopped. Everything got thrown at you. But you also know your mama, your mammy came back for you. I'm telling you for a fact. My mama came back for me. And I can't make that. I don't give a damn what your mammy say. That means you ain't connected like that, or you wasn't the chosen one in the family. My mama came back for me, and I ain't being funny. And it was somebody else's mama that came back for me. And I almost reached my hand down there and touched it. And I looked up at this barracuda mouth-ass ex-cousin of mine. I'm like, man, that's your mama down there. And something told me, don't take that hand. And I didn't. And I'm looking at it, and I looked up like that. And I'm like, they tried to switch bait on my ass. I put my soul on it. I ain't joking. But when my mama came back, I say, boy, that was a test right there. And I can tell you from the bottom of my soul what happened. When your mama come back for you, now I ain't say she ain't dragged me since she came back. I've been drugged through the mud. I done accumulated so many goddamn enmities. It's like, I'm telling you, it's like my mama came back and got me and drugged me through the goddamn path. And I don't want to go. Some days I wanted to go, and some days, goddamn it, I didn't. And I'm like, then I want to go party like right now. I want to go and party, man. I want my body hurting me, aching me. I'm like, man, I done got a hold of whatever that damn graveyard, my graveyard. You know what I mean? And yeah, you damn right. I'm like, man, my damn graveyard. And I'm mad about that. Then I go out there and I get with them and I just, man, I love my graveyard, man. And I'm pissed off at the disrespect for them. And I'm like, nah, man, because I know how I feel that people disrespect me. And right now, I'm the small person in their pond. But they don't understand how big my graveyard is. My graveyard's so big until I'm going to keep looking for my granddaddy because I know my granddaddy been looking for me. I could show y'all emails where a lady out of the blue messaged me, out of the blue. Never met this lady before in my soul. This lady emailed me and said my granddaddy was trying to tell me something. Man, I ain't got to swear. I ain't joking. Like, I could keep telling my story. The point of the matter is, when my mama came back and got me, and I agreed to go quick, and I was at the arcade, y'all. I was on Linton and Military Trail. They done shut the arcade down now. Now it's some boutique there. And I'm like, okay, I did a video on it. Man, I'll shake that boutique. If I was over that boutique, man, please, because you know I'll run that goddamn footage. Y'all better get y'all ass in here. And I'll turn some of that section into tall people, long legs. Man, I have one of them boutiques lit up on fire. You damn right. Especially when you put that type of gear in there that I like to wear, man. I say you better get it gear. And I'll walk in there. I'll walk out there, man, and I'll try them clothes on the ass like that. Blast them on there. Y'all get in here and hurry up and buy E. Buy E 1, 2, free. You damn right. Give it away too. And then I have people attached to another building. I have them sending in the free clothes, especially if you're a tall person, especially if you're a woman that lost weight. I used to have a nonprofit organization called Sexy Plus Sizes. I couldn't afford to keep it. Once I started going through this transformation, I ain't let everything go. It's gone. But I used to have my nonprofit organization called Sexy Plus Sizes. Yep. But I tell you what, at the end of the day, my mama came back and got me. Drugged my ass, but she came back and got me. She ain't asked me. I didn't ask no questions. That was the problem. And I'm normally a person that asks problems because I was playing blackjack. And everybody know I don't play blackjack. I just know when blackjack ass come around that corner, blackjack. I could feel when the blackjack coming. That's why I don't understand. They talk about reading cards and reading this. How you gonna tell me I'm reading the card because I feel blackjack coming? I'm sitting next to the man. The man done hit. The man give me all these black tokens. He just seen me and asked me to come and say we good luck, whatever. And I sat next to him because I don't play blackjack. And I'm telling him when the blackjack coming. And the blackjack come. The man give me the 5 black chips. I don't know what the chips is. I done left him in the bathroom a couple times. I done came back out a couple times. The man say, how you want your money back? I said, just give me 5 20s. He waiting for me to tell him the rest of the story. I gave you the rest of the story. Give me 5 20s. That's 5 tokens, 5 20s. Come to find out the black tokens, the things actually $100 each. This man done gave me $500. I know good and damn well on Saiddit they ain't delivering me no I'll be damn, done gave me the flag. And I know good well they ain't the dumpster. I know they ain't the dumpster that got my mama stuff in it, coaster with the flag on it. So now y'all gonna show me a flag on the dumpster. To disrespect me. Y'all know the people threw my mama angel away, threw my mama candle away, threw my mama fan away, threw bully stuff away, threw my grandma Sophie flowers away. And then somebody came and so anyway. And then they went to 2 other graves down to the other end and just stripped them off their stuff. And I don't even know those graves. And then, Now here go the damn garbage can man. Now I'm supposed to be in a good mood today. Now y'all know I was in a good mood. Everybody knows I was in a good mood. About to tell y'all the story. Then you don't come to me, man. Come on, man. What you down there doing? I'm talking about business down here. I ain't gonna show y'all the man down there. Ain't no sense in it. Come on, do Jesus. Come on, do Jesus. I was in the arcade, y'all. Playing 21 blackjack. Wasn't hitting on a dime because I was only playing 10 cents. Lady come all on. Yes. My mama said, you want me to show you? I said, yes. I didn't ask no questions. If that lady ain't dragged my ass the last 4 years. And you gonna tell me God sent Jesus back to save somebody. Think about this now. But my mama came back and saved me. But that wasn't written in the Bible though. So I wonder if Pastor Jennings telling me that ain't true. I'm telling you what happened to me. I'm telling you I did a black sheep in reverse and came back and started picking my life up. And I'm telling you I haven't read the book. I'm telling you I used to utilize and will still do it as my dictionary purposes and my book reading. And I will continue to compare not just this good book, but there's other books too that created the earth, because you're not going to tell me when God came and created the earth and God created the earth and the man, God only created this one book. How the hell, and we got a bunch of books now. So you telling me now you discriminating because you telling me that God is a racist. So if God is a racist, then that's why you only listening to Jesus. Because in order to get to God, you still got to get stripped down naked again. Because you first of all got to even understand who God is once you even get to that level. That's why people ain't getting it. So for me, it be your book and words versus my soul and spirit and my feeling and my connection. Because I don't understand source and creator right now. I have to analyze those differently. Because everybody go within and come up with a different name, because your creator still your God. Your source still your God. This just depending on what words you use. But it's still your God. Like when they say FBAs, I can't get used to that. I'm Black America. I'm not going to get used to you calling me a FBA foundation or no. I'm not going to get used to that. I'm not going to be labeled as that because y'all came up with that word X amount of years ago. I already was labeled with the word African. And I never understood truly African, but I always questioned how I get to be an Africa like, and I always said I ain't never been to Africa before, so you can't send me to hell back where I ain't never been. So even at my later age, me coming to social media and saying, damn, I did have to come to social media to start unraveling. I did have to come to social media to start finding out, you know, what I got going on with me. Because the grounds that I was on, that ground wasn't helping me. You see what's going on now? You see how being on the ground, I would have went crazy. Swarming around the city of Delray, trying to get help with my graveyard. And that's where the disconnection is at. That's why so many people in Delray labeled crazy. Because they're getting away with doing things because they're not even into social media. They literally, they know it's important, but they don't have anybody connected within to really show how powerful social media will keep you open in a business or shut you down as a business. Because they only looking at local traffic. But it'll go so deep where you won't get no traffic. And had I not been on social media, they probably would have been able to play games. Because I wouldn't have been in the same realm to move and get around the way I used to be able to move and get around. And what was missing is moving in the air. So if you are someone going through something, or you're someone 44, 45 up, you know, and you need help and support, you need to get on the air. Whether you have your own channel or you just start strolling to find people you can connect with that can help you give a balance, help give you a balance or any kind of guidance as to what you got going on. And I always open up the doors. But so far, the people that call me want to play games. And I let them play games too. They play games, they do whatever they want to do. But, oh, I don't know if I had played it. I'm so tired of that Pastor Jennings. He took all my damn time up. I can't believe he's such a male chauvinistic pig. Pastor Jennings is a male chauvinistic pig. Wait a minute. Let me show you. First of all, Trick. Trick, you try me. Trick, did you try me? Trick, daddy. Did you try me? Did you try me, Trick? Did you try me? Did you try me, Trick? 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 Daddy, did you try me, Trick? Daddy, did you try? You tried me. Trick that try to eat in my town and don't tell me. See how Trick tried me? You see how Trick tried me? Trick thought he was gonna come in my damn town. Trick got a cow girl show coming on in Palm Beach next week. Cowboy boots and such. Fans waving and heat stroking. In Palm Beach County, and another person come in my town and didn't invite me. I say this is getting to be too disrespectful. Now, how you gonna come in my town, Palm Beach County? Now, I'm trying to support them, but yet he gonna come in my town. I just happened to hear it on the radio. I say, I know Trick ain't coming to my town doing no kind of Western nothing. Because I didn't know about it. Unless they're trying to tell me I'm a nobody in town. Okay. They're going to get enough. What his name? Luke. Luke was over there live DJing and stuff. I'm saying to myself, okay, Luke. Now, I done put in the comments, ... Yeah, Dee, ... Yeah, you could come and hand out flyers. No, goddamn it, ... Pick those dots up off the ground, goddamn it, because that ain't the dot and I'm telling you about. ... I already got a dot on the ground that got flyers that need to go out. I got flyers that need to go out about my damn graveyard because if I'm gonna get some damn flyers and hand them out, I'm gonna hand out the flyers in my neighborhood to let people know how the graveyard look. Now, I'll come online if we want to sit down and talk about what we can do that proactively and productively can help you and I. Now, we could do something like that, but you ain't just going to call me in and talk about handing out no goddamn flyers unless you plan on handing out mine. Kool-Aid. Okay. Trick tried me. I had to show y'all that real quick. And then this one.
I got two phones, one for the plug and one for the load. I got two phones, one for the bitches and one for the dog. They got these two phones. Line popping, I'm ring. Count money while it ring. I got two phones, one for the
Got the picture? Yeah, man wanna call me. He keep calling. And then he keep calling. He call back again. You got to start posting their ass. Where y'all went at? There they go. They tried to fly past me. I had to give y'all some of them blessings. So I wanted to bring that back up to let y'all know to pay attention. Oh, you sleeping in hotels? That's funny. Some people ain't got a hotel to sleep in. Duh. And some people still at their mama house. Catching heart attacks. When somebody say, hey, why you move lady name off the building? They go one having a heart attack. They go one need an assault charge. Then you got this. Right there. Flipping it. Right there. Ponzi scheme. Stuffing that stuff in your bag. Stuffing all that in the bag.
In the holy and the unholy, the sanctified and the unsanctified. That's right. When the church don't mingle with the dead, it's when we don't mingle with the sinner. That's it.
I told you. I told y'all some of the things I agree with. When he took it back to the graveyard, he hit it home. Did y'all hear what that man just said? That man finally said something that made me feel maybe he ain't marked his edges with marker or paintbrush or something. Maybe it is real. Maybe ain't nothing permanently on them. Maybe the mustache coloring is real. That's what it made me say just now. I understood what he just said. Did you hear what that man just said? Let me play it back.
Holy and the unholy, the sanctified and the unsanctified. That's right. When the church don't mingle with the dead, it's when we don't mingle with the sinner. That's it.
God! Y'all ain't what the man just said? Y'all should be taking a deep damn breath like I just did. The man said when you don't mingle with the goddamn dead, goddamn it, you got a problem. Anything else we need to say on that notion? Or do we need to give him an amen and a praise? And we need him to start back mingling with the dead, because if he start back mingling with the dead, he'll understand that you ain't bigger than Mother Nature. Because I ain't never heard nobody tell me God ordered Mother Nature to lift the roots up out the earth. When you don't mingle with the dead, how them people gonna take two? Y'all better take a look at it. How them people don't mingle with the dead really think they still living? How you don't mingle with the dead and you still on your knees talking to Jesus? You still kneeling talking before man. But when do you stand up and talk before God? You got to start Man, you better tell me you can't talk to the dead. They better back down. How you gonna get out to my graveyard and think you gonna leave the dead down like that? How long you think you get to stand on them knees without getting new knees? But you want to preach, though. Why you ain't preaching the graveyard? That's where you need to preach at. Ain't that where you want to keep the people from their souls being gone to? You want them to stay on earth long as they supposed to be here, right? So when you gonna come out the building? A person that don't mingle with the dead. So I want to know, if you don't mingle with the dead, the only mingling being done is because you read it in the book. So you don't two, I should say. The only way. See, I'm telling you, man, that's why I like to talk to people, because sometimes they become tongue-twisting twanglers, and you can't do nothing with them once they become tongue-twisting twanglers, because they don't understand how you just tongue-twisted twangled and you just contradicted yourself. You're a tongue-twisting twangler, and I don't want to talk about it, because I'm listening to this and I'm saying to myself, how you don't mingle with the dead? And if you do mingle with the dead, who told you that the dead only have the voices of a man? Because ain't nobody gonna tell me mingling with the dead only gave me a man voice. You a damn lie. How you mingle with the dead and only heard the word from a man? Now, you might have mingled with the man and only read or wrote the word from a man, but you ain't gonna tell me you mingle with the dead and the only thing you heard in your damn ear was a man telling you how to live. Because I know at some point, Pastor, you came out the book, didn't you? Because at some point, you ain't got time to read the book. At some point, you ain't got time to go back to what the instructor taught you, because now you're living in the life of reality. Way the book. Sometimes life throw you curve balls that the book didn't write yet. I'm trying to understand about the good book. I'm trying to understand at what point do you close the good book and get with God? Because if the good book orchestrated Jesus, I want to know when God came in, because God didn't write the book. That's where I'm having a problem at with people. Kool-Aid, and I'm not a sponsor. Buy it if you want to. I ain't got nothing to do with that. They'll be calling me, asking me, can you do a video for me? Nope. If I do a video for you, I would like to take that video in this channel right here. I would like to take that video and I would like you to do something with this particular channel right here. See, I operate like that. I mean, because how much money am I own? I'm going to teach people how you get back on the other side. Oh, excuse me. We're sending you. We want to know, would you be able to do this right here? Yes. And in that commercial right there, yes, can you take it? Can you do it with that channel right there? Make sure that we put that beat from that channel and that beat from this one. See, I'm that type of person. I don't got time to be stingy like that. I just don't also have time when I help you get on your feet and I guide you to which way you go. I don't got time to be steady holding your hand, because the people that I'm dealing with right now don't need me to hold their hand. They need me to help guide them into where they need to be so that they can start making money and their businesses start prospering the way their businesses need to prosper. Like where I'm at, like I don't got time. If you ain't where I'm at, I don't have time. Like I don't want to be held back with you. I don't give a damn what you got going on, because the way I'm at, I don't need that luggage and that baggage. That's what's wrong with our people today. Right there. Nobody to guide. Our people need someone to guide them, because right now, honestly, we don't trust none of y'all funky, flat-footed asses. It don't matter what your last name is. We just being honest. I'm being honest. I don't care. Contradicting ass. Just said if you don't mingle with the dead. How you gonna tell me you understand when you said out of your own mouth? The man said it right here, y'all. Listen.
Holy and the unholy, the sanctified and the unsanctified. That's right.
That's everybody right there.
When the church don't mingle with the dead is when we don't mingle with the sinner. That's it.
Now, how you don't mingle with the dead, and the dead come back with sinners too. Man, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Because then you go to talk about stuff like that, then young people, hey, you're speeding. God damn. Elon Musk done messed around and made these damn Teslas, and they done rolled through here like this a goddamn, like this a Saturday morning. The day's Sunday. Show some respect. And I'm sitting here talking about this pastor with all his foolery. What is this one? So, I'm wondering, now that Sam gave his presentation at the city meeting, the commissioners meeting on Tuesday, everybody seen he lied. Commissioner, mayor, who's a part of a $600 million Ponzi scheme manager. So, I'm wondering, now that Sam gave his presentation at the city meeting, the commissioners meeting on Tuesday, everybody seen he lied. Commissioner, mayor, who's a part of a $600 million Ponzi scheme manager. Okay, so I also happen to wrote right down here. I know you probably can't read it, so I'll read it out loud. We're just doing a wrap-up tour. This wrap-up tour says, City of Delray lineup list. Attorney, help me. City attorney, help me. Number 1, Sam falsified that presentation. Number 2, Yasmina does work as a remote worker. Number 3, the city man Disco Terrence crying over 4th of July. And 3, Tom Carney under fire for a $600 million Ponzi scheme out of New Jersey. Damn, who next on the stand? These people done bumped their damn heads. Okay, what's this? I told you I got 2 phones. Jesus. And I need y'all to know this too.
To remove the judge who presided over his murder trial. You know the story? Judge John Roach Jr. arguing that his comments create suspicion that he cannot impartially oversee the remaining proceedings in the case, and they're ongoing. Anthony's new attorneys, who did not represent him at the trial, say in their filings that the court erred when it restricted public access to the trial, violating Anthony's rights. So much, remember, was interest, so much public interest in the proceedings, and to not be able to view it as members of the public, that's a concern. They also appealed on the grounds that the state and defense had an unwritten agreement to exclude certain character and extraneous offense evidence, if you will, from the trial. But the prosecutors repudiated the agreement with...
But just, let's be clear, because you can go back and watch that short. You do know this judge has been removed off the Carmelo Anthony case, right? You do know that the judge for Carmelo Anthony's case has been removed off of the case. You do know that, right? You don't have any clue? That you do know the judge has been removed off this case, right? You do know the judge that agreed to a guilty verdict. You do know has violated a bunch of rights, right? You do know that, right? You do know that, right? Don't you know that? You do know that, White. You do know, come on, White. You do know that Carmelo Anthony has a new judge. You do know those that laugh first don't always laugh last. And you do know those that laugh first sometimes still laugh last. And you got to let them keep laughing because they don't know how to get out of that type of choke. You do understand that y'all moved too quick from the beginning. I told y'all the case went too quick. I told y'all I was supposed to be there. I told y'all if I say what, I say I'm just finding out what the hell they got a case on the Saturday. Go back and look at my footage. See, because I ain't put together like the rest of the network, so I don't want to be put together like that. I'm not a content creator, goddammit. I don't know nothing about no content creating. I'm the content. I'm the brand. I'm the brand. I just know Carmelo Anthony has a new judge. And judge before you go anywhere. And I'm almost certain that these particular attorneys, because they start off bamming your ass in the head. Bam, bam. Hitting your ass in the head from the beginning. Now recuse your ass. And matter of fact, you off the case. But before you get off the case, I guarantee you, you're not going that easily. Because what you did, we going to unravel those books and reverse that black sheep the other way. See, because what y'all don't understand, Carmelo Anthony is a figment of me being mistreated on the other side for no reason. Just being picked on, just being bullied. And then so many of you looking down and pointing their finger, making you feel like you've done something wrong. And the ones that know you wasn't wrong, they wasn't there in the beginning to fight for you where you didn't have to go through this. But now they rallying for you. And that's all you need. Now it's my turn. I needed you to be okay first. And you gonna be okay. You keep your head up in there. Everything happens for a reason. You got to be the voice of all those that did not live to be able to speak upon it. Because you are going to speak. You got a big shoe to fill, but God put you in the way for a reason. They thought they was going to shut seasons down and end notes the way they always ended those notes. But it doesn't work like that anymore. I got y'all, for some reason you don't understand. You got man telling you about God in the building. You got man telling you about God in bits and pieces. Because you got the Bigfoot men telling you, really they stopping at the Jesus doors. They not taking you to the next level. But when God got a plan for you, man mouth cannot touch it. Man paperwork can't touch it. We say remove the guilty. We want guilty removed. We want charges brought against this judge for treason. And you will get it, because if that's the kind of attorney group that I think it is, they gonna get your ass. And one of them I see in there is a woman. And if any weak links fall in the system, you get their ass out of there. Because this is the case where we need to set the record straight. And for me, I want to set the record straight to let people know it's the small things also we need to start looking at. I've been hollering about this case since last year. And people were talking about it. But we knew what we should have been doing was investigating that attorney. Because I knew for a fact when I went on to one of the shows, and there's an attorney out of Texas, Calvin. And he more so on Facebook. But he know that attorney. He said it was a good attorney, this, that, and the other. That was a weak attorney. And Calvin did not want. I said, Calvin, maybe we can do something because you know him. Let's sit and help him with the case. Nothing. Get a team together. This is an attorney that was already telling me that Texas is foul. But you got an opportunity now where you can help Texas. But no, he wanted to talk about P. Diddy and his asshole bubbling. And then trying to shut me up on the stage until that last day with Barbara. The last day I was on this place, it's over at the girl DJ something. I don't remember. DJ something. I got to look up if I still have it. But we were on there on the last show and they tried to shut me up because I want to talk about things. But I guess they wanted to show me that they're the men. And they know what they talk about and they got it, even though they got a woman orchestrating it for them. Before they could shut me up, Barbara spoke. And before it's all over with, maybe that's a video that'll start circulating. Where Barbara went to telling you about the creation of man and woman. That's a huge video. Barbara was speaking on it. But unfortunately and fortunately, Barbara passed away. But one thing I could say before Barbara passed away, I know Barbara helped me. Barbara helped me. DJ Solly, hey Solly. Thank you, Solly. DJ Genesis, correct, Solly, y'all. Over there, and if we could find that video, we'll play it. That's the last video that I did with Barbara. But I was grateful that Barbara had already started guiding me before then. And it was something Barbara got a lot of knowledge. And there's a lot of information that Barbara's still holding on to that needs to be still looked in. Because Barbara, even over where he's at in Alabama, Barbara even have a little group going on over there. And I was supposed to be meeting and being a part of it because this creation in life is huge. And you got people like Barbara that's been writing books and stuff ever since the beginning. And Barbara, if I'm not mistaken, was like 80, 90 something years old, 80 something years old. But if we stop putting down what gender to listen to, but just because it's a gender, and stop trying to recreate the word into our own story and our own narrative. I'm not here for that. Like, I don't want to be bothered with it. And for some people, it's going to come off as if, oh, she just rude, she disrespectful. But what's more rude and disrespectful for me to still listen to you tell me how my world is supposed to be and I know it's differently? If that's the world you live in, then that's your opinion, but you're not going to omit mine. And we can't speak. And we can't say things until it doesn't correspond or correlate with you and your life. You okay, Carmelo Anthony? Everything happened for a reason. And Charleston White don't know which way to go. But one thing I did say, when I said about Charleston White, I said I need to have a sit down with him because are you switching out or are you doing it for money, business, publicity? I seen a video the other day, just this morning or yesterday, with Charleston White selling those melon shirts. He's selling those shirts as a business thing. But some things is not worth the business. But in the same breath, if he's saying that he made money off of it, the only thing I would say to him, if you made money off of it, you should have made sure that some of it went to Carmelo Anthony, to anything. Make them white people pay for what y'all calling him. Make the black people that don't like him, make them pay. Whoever bought a shirt, make them pay for not liking him. But also give him their money. Keep the money circulating. If you were really doing it for business, I would have appreciated if there was some of that money donated back to him. Then I would have understood your cause behind it. But if you doing that because you pitied the daddy and not pity because you got pissed off at the daddy and you still didn't do anything else with Carmelo Anthony, you still slush. And then we come to here.
Look at this now. The gas station cash and debit price is $3.69. Tell me why I just paid for it. Let me try to put it down. I done paid for it. They say $3.69 and I use debit. Why is the pump showing me $4.19? Like, no, it shouldn't be. See? It should not be telling me $4.19.
You got a big mouth out there.
$369. That say cash and debit price. No. I wanted to ask you because the price, the price saying $4.19, but it's $3.69.
What kind of bill?
Regular.
369 in the cash price.
Oh, well, because it said cash and debit.
Then have a sign for cash and debit.
Huh?
Then have a sign.
Oh, where's it at for 416 for 419? Where's that sign?
This no have a sign. This credit card. They have a sign cash price and debit card.
Right, I'm saying, but where out there does it say that it's the cash price?
I don't know. You know, put the price credit
You
card.
can't do that, because what if I wouldn't have stopped then?
Okay, you call the state, call the city, call the government. I have nothing to do.
Okay, you talking to me?
Call.
Okay,
You
don't.
have to call. You understand?
I
Please
understand.
help me. You have to call. Please.
You have ice?
You act like I just did something wrong.
And put the rest on number 5.
Now you see that? And then this man gonna get upset with me because there is nothing out here that say this price is $4.19. Like, look at.
Now, that is stuff like that our community that we talk about as Black America. Like, I wanted to just reiterate, because we already know shell scamming. I wanted to reiterate the part of, don't talk to me like that. First of all, you at work. You at work right now. Me coming here and spending my money is while you're at work. Next of all, I'm noticing that a lot of the Indian people are rude. And I've experienced Indian men that are rude, and I've experienced Indian women that are rude. You guys are rude. And this is what we telling y'all, these particular day and ages, you're going to have to start understanding what our rules are, or you're going to get rude back. And that's where we always have a problem, because y'all see I was very nice to that twat. And I let his ass, little short ass, get away with that. And I ain't going to be letting you get away like that. And y'all see, I spared him. And I don't even think he realized that. But we're not going to tolerate that. And then next of all, if you in our country legally, you know you got other people in our country illegally. The first thing you say, you should be glad you're working because you're in the country, whether it's legal or not. And I'm going to hope you're in shells legally. I'm talking about through the stretch of your paperwork, not just the outer part. But you should be the last one to be telling me to call the people. Call the people for what? When all you got to do is say, hey, we need to make sure the price is right there because we don't want to bring unnecessary problems. You would rather continue to scam the people and not honor what the law say, but yet and still y'all don't want to be sent back. Yet and still you want us to just keep our doors open. And yet and still what y'all do, y'all come here with y'all bad habits that ran y'all out y'all own country, and then y'all think we're supposed to settle for it and accept it. No, we're not going to do it. Take your ass back whether you like it or not. If you going to disrespect me in my town, goddammit, you do need to go. And I'm not going to lift up off that waiver, because if I go to anybody's country, I respect y'all in y'all damn countries. And I'm not being funny. I told y'all I went over to one of them countries and I turned around and I was leaning down trying to see reach for my luggage. Because ain't my damn fault y'all don't got conveyor belts and stuff like that where we can pick our stuff up. I got to bend down. This man come and push me. Bop, bop. Man, do it again. And watch what happened. Da, da, da. Do it again. Bop, bop, bop. And watch what happened. Now do it again. Bop, bop. And watch what happened. Dot, dot, dot. Now do it again. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, would you do it again? And watch what happened. Do it again. Bop, bop, bop. Do it again. And watch what happened. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Do it again. And watch what happened. Y'all learn some rules around our goddamn place of house. Don't come in our house thinking we got to live by y'all rules. And that go for any gender. Now I got to teach their ass how to respect our damn house. What's this?
Hey, that city of Delray. How y'all gonna try me like that? Y'all know good and well just yesterday we had a meeting.
Wait a minute.
Commissioners.
The hell happened? I needed y'all to see all of that.
Hey, that city of Delray. How y'all gonna try me like that? Y'all know good and well just yesterday we had a meeting, the city commissioners meeting yesterday at 5 p.m. Tell me why Sam came up there and gave us the most snotty goddamn presentation that had absolutely nothing to do with what the nature and the reason of us being there. I mean, they nigga rigged pictures and photoshopped graveyard trees, and that man sat up in there with them tight ass Billywood pants on till I couldn't even hear what he was saying. That man told so many damn lies. And did y'all see the city manager? Why did the city manager Terrence Moore sit up there to tell us about how his 4th of July day was, and all you heard is pow 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 pow?
That's it.
That's all you heard. They mad because something happened. I told them they was summons to the city of hell in Delray. What type of hell y'all think y'all was gonna be in? Y'all thought y'all was gonna go to 4th of July. They outright skipped Jubilee Day. They even shut Jubilee Day down
early.
I got the video discriminating against my graveyard.
Yep.
Yet and still the city manager got the galls and the nerves, y'all, to be up there crying because he say they disrespected him on the 4th of July because the fireworks and stuff, whatever happened with the company. They were so upset about that. But tell me why they lied to the town.
They know it.
Tell me why they didn't tell us that the mayor, Tom Carney, the city of Delray mayor, is involved. He's a defendant in a Ponzi scheme, a $600 million real estate Ponzi scheme where they have stole $600 million. Him and his brother Peter.
Brother Peter.
People done stole over $600 million from investors, but yet they want to get up there yesterday. Why y'all ain't tell us the truth about that? Why y'all wasn't transparent to tell us what's actually going on? Because that's not personal news, dude. That's city news. That's town news. While y'all out there not wanting to help and support and put the money back in the area of the graveyard that started the graveyard back in 1903, y'all rather take our money and worry about the gay pride signs on the ground. You rather worry about the water tower that's still giving out water even though it's green in the graveyard. Y'all sitting back acting like y'all worried about me sending people to stalk me, retaliate. Got the man at the graveyard because Dina body wide open. Now y'all got
all
him,
open.
you and Sam and Yasmina working.
All open right there. Stop at Dina. Black. Stop at Dina. Stop at Dina, Black America. That's how much they care. But did I show y'all how they're digging up the graves over there? Nah, Buddha Bear. It don't work like that. Hold on. Nope. Let's see where I got them at. Hey, city of Delray. Y'all know Delray graveyard digging up tombs? We in the historical part with the white people. We're in this historical part in Delray digging up tombs. Look at this. Delray told y'all they was gonna be digging up tombs around here. Look at this. Hey, city of Delray. Y'all know Delray graveyard digging up tombs? We in the historical part with the white people. We're in this historical part in Delray digging up tombs. Look at this. Delray told y'all they was gonna be digging up tombs around here. Look at this. Hey, city of Delray. Now listen at this now. One may say that's not a big deal. Hey, city of Delray. Wait a minute. One may say that's not a big deal. I may say that's more than a big deal. The reason why it's a big deal to me that they're digging up that grave is because y'all over there digging up graves, but yet y'all won't fix the ass of Dina. Now, whenever they decide to dig their grave up, that was only a couple of weeks ago because I got the footage where they were out there looking at it. I didn't know what they was up to and still didn't. They were out, they dug up the grave there, but yet it's been over 2 months now, or at least close to 2 months, where I told them the back of Dina, they already know she's broken. Because remember, they're the ones that had her in a headlock. They had her all choked up, her door all opening and moving. Now she done cracked open even more. They have done nothing, but yet now Sam done moved over, scraping the fungus off, scraping off the black mold, knowing they could get sick off of that. Let them keep going. But yet they ain't addressed the fungus yet. Yet they haven't addressed the tombs that are open because they know this Mother Nature season. But mess around and Mother Nature change on your ass, and instead of it be weatherborn, goddamn it be cold, calm, cold. Y'all already around here talking about there's a new virus because you're gonna be pooping too much. This man already around here mad and crying. I ain't never seen a black man cry like that before over firecrackers. Firecrackers. Mayor. Sam. Yasmina. And you got the city manager crying over firecracker. You got to be kidding me. Did y'all just see that Ladane just flew in LeBron? Hey there. How you get there and I can't see nobody else? LaDon, how you get to come in? LaDon say, I'm from Florida. I can't find my great-grandmother who passed away at age 93 in 1992. Hey, LaDane, what part of Florida are you from? Like, where are you at? Because this is what I'm trying to tell you. Tell what part of Florida are you from? Because I'm telling you, this is a... So you need to make sure you reach out to me, 561-929-6383. Reach out to me. Send me a message. Send me a text and tell me what graveyard your grandmother's supposed to, your great-grandmother's supposed to be in. And you know what? You said your grandmother, your great-grandmother, and you know what? It's that great-grandmother era that we coming back, because that's who I'm fighting for, my great-grandparents. That they lost them. And then here's the thing, though. They lied about it because there was a flood in Florida, but that in the Delray graveyard, but that was in 1947. My mama wasn't born in 1947. My mom was born in 1952. So they lying. They probably buried someone on top of my mom's and my granddaddy. I don't even know. But they lied about it. So send the information to me. Love you too and love you more. Send it to me. You got my cell phone, 561-929-638-638-3. And you see here, because if you text me and send me the name of the cemetery, the graveyard, and send me the name of your great-grandparents, and I'll make sure I put it down, because this is what we have to start fighting for, because what they're doing, that's an easy way for them to wash out the part of the land that's ours. And then you're selling on top of selling. And then I can show you how you go through that battle and you get compensated for it. And not only that, LaDane, we don't only want to be compensated, financially. We want to be compensated historically. The reason why it's imperative, if you have a family member that's been buried in a graveyard or a cemetery, whichever one you want to call it, and they have lost the bodies, and they are not giving you adequate reason why, you also want your historical papers. The same way they holding on to their book of the Bible, the same way they holding on to their Constitution, that paper starts the lineage in your family to say, it don't matter what you say, we own a part of this land, even though you might have lost them. And the first step is making sure you go through the city, making sure you call that city and ask for your great-grandparents' name. And they give you that information in the system. Right there is where you get started at. Document who you're speaking to. Document today. Always have your documentation. That's your pen and your paper. And you want to write down the date and you want to write down the time. And that's right, Rob. You better know it. You better give it to me. You want to make sure you write down all that. Rob telling me to keep on going. See, Rob come playing like that, and Rob already know he trying. Rob slowing me down. Thank you, Rob. I definitely appreciate when you hit the building. We want to make sure that we spread this word because our name should always be there. If that's your town, now make them move off the land. Now make them move off out of their paperwork. And now make them put it on your piece of paper. And now you plaque that paper the same way they got our pictures and they holding on. Give it. Man, you better give it to me. The same way they holding on to our land, the same way they holding on to the community, the computer system. Now you need to hold on to your paperwork. That's what I'm fighting for. If you lost my grandparent, if you lost any of my family member at the graveyard, give me my freedom paperwork. That is a whole new entity to your life. Thank you, Rob K. That is the next level to your life. You hold on to every piece of paper. That starts your book. When you go back to people of my age, it's my great-grandparents. It's the great-grandparents that kept our people, the people like me and you, the people like us, it's our great-grandparents that held us through. I know what my mammy did for me. I know what Enoch, and I didn't have to see them, but I know who held on to me and walked me through and put me with soldiers so I could keep going. That's why I could talk about both of my grandmas. I could talk about my mom. I could talk about my nana. I could talk because I knew who carried me, and I'm 51 years old, and I got people that carried me that nobody, they never even treated me like I'm in their family. But Nana was more of my grandma than any of them. Ask them. And I got to make sure I find out where she at. And my auntie Betty Jean them. Those are people, because guess what? That means you can never take them out the town. It's called our next thing that we need. We need our own paperwork. And as you can see, they being slick. They go to taking the graveyard from us. They definitely own the real estate. We got to hold on to whatever little bit and blow that little bit up. And if my graveyard is history, I'm going to make sure it remain history, and it cannot be bought and sold. And on certain lands, you are not allowed to put your graveyard, your mausoleums. I don't want no mausoleums over there, goddammit. If anything, when they fall down, you will put another grave there, but you would not put mausoleums there. None. And you don't see them up in the air. Look at my bird going so far up in the air, I can't even see her. Y'all can't see her, but I can. Those are the things that we fighting for. These days, we got to go back to the graveyard. But this time, when you go back to the graveyard, you need to come out the graveyard with your walking papers. You need to come out the graveyard and say, no, you might be able to hide my land, but you can't take my paperwork, and I want your signature on it. And then I'm going to put something on where we want specific details in our letter. And that don't mean we still not a part of it, because in that land, my grandparents could be sunk all the way down there because of their lack thereof, and they don't want to put the money in it, but they'll put millions in other things. And that's what you got to do. You got to make your city come out the pocket with your graveyard. Your graveyard is worth more to you and your community right now than you will ever know, because we know for a fact those people were there first, period. That's why they made sure that they wiped out the names over there. That's why they made sure that they never held on to the names over there. That's why they made sure that the names aren't written on top of the tombs to trace back to the families right now, so the family will know you probably got other things in this damn town that you own. See, I stopped it at the door for me. I stopped it at the door, and I'm fighting by myself. But to people watching me, I look crazy and fool. But for the ones I'm fighting for, I know that land is very valuable. And it's only valuable to the white mayor and such. Because that brings more money. Instead of them getting off their funky, flat, lazy American greed, creating, stealing money in real estate asses. Instead of them getting off their ass and going find real estate, they'll take it from up under our nose in our community and then get mad and retaliate against me because I said no go. Had they given me the garbage cans, had they gotten this white man off of me, I probably wouldn't have went that far. But everything open for a reason. All you need is a crack in the door. Now look how wide the door just flung open on them. Now we got a whole entire mayor that's being named as a defendant in a $600 million Ponzi scheme. That's not small. And then on the small side of it, we got a city man that's crying because the fireworks didn't work out right. Because he's embarrassed by the white people, but he's not embarrassed by me fighting over the graveyard. He's embarrassed because the fireworks didn't work. But he's not embarrassed because I'm looking for my mammy and my granddaddy. Punk. I can't stand him, man. He embarrassed because the fireworks don't work, but yet it still has somebody got hurt. What he would have said about that, though? Yeah, we're looking to ban them. Creatures of havoc. If you got somebody out there, if your graveyard, they done lost your graveyard people and you don't know how to fight for it, you don't know how to get the answers, all you got to do is text me. Y'all better start doing what you could do now because I'm about to get to a point where I'm going to be busy and I ain't going to be able to play them little games with you. So if you come back to the live, I can only throw you the tidbits out there that I got time to throw you on because I'm moving pretty quick right now. And y'all ain't going to believe this. Look at my doodle bear. My brownie cakes. I know y'all miss brownie cakes. People that was watching me before, and y'all know that thing is a mess. Let me see what we got here.
Hitting the floors. Come on, baby, let's do it. When it's gonna make you money, I can make you more.
I don't want to hear that. I don't like that song. I don't know. It ain't that I don't like Rick Ross. I don't know. Rick Ross done took his ass to Georgia. I don't know what Rick got going on. All I can tell y'all is this. Y'all stop following the wrong pastors. Pastors, stop leading the wrong first ladies. First ladies, stop accepting anything under that seat. Little sisters, stop following the wrong big sisters because that might not be the biggest sister. Little brothers, drop your pride down sometimes. It ain't all about you. Sometimes you can take some good advice from a queen like me. Everybody else, continue to keep me on the table. And when people want me to get off the table, send their ass to Mamie and Enoch. That'll get their ass.